Booga booga booga.
Hello and welcome to New Platinum Content with that. This is Dick's Band of Merry Men. We're all excited to get into the new episode. Last time, though, the band had cleansed the corruption of the temple of what they would find out to be Shar. As they're leaving the temple, it seemed that her very essence infused the place and began to rebuild it from the ground up as they were walking through. Um, as they came out, they were met at the top by a jaguar lord who congratulated them on doing what they set out to do and helping him free his land from some corruption. Um, on making some deals with sending one of his sons with the B boys back to the ship, as well as making a new um, promise and deal with the group's own ranger Jelenith, infusing her with his own spirit and granting her a son of his as a companion from here on out, who would take them to the North Folks village. As that finished up, the group began to set off immediately towards this village to find the Princess of the Night, Queen of the Green Folks, Matsti, and try to save her from her kidnappers. As they traveled, we panned down the mountain to the other two members of the group who had been waiting for a meeting to take place between Kovash and one of his old allies. The man known as Black Stag to the people of the island, a man known to Kovash simply as Black Ear. At midnight, this meeting took place at the footsteps of the mountain where they found Chamali. As Kovash sat in the moonlight and in the shadows, he watched as two men approached him. The Black Stag, the Black Stag, and also a somehow darker figure cloaked in blacks, skulls, and the dark symbol of Bane all over his body. Kovash would find out that this is Killed, son of Nalen, son of Ivisbram. And Killed was the speaker of Bane for, I'm forgetting his name.
Vortigern.
Thank you. Vortigern, an old friend or brother of Kovash's. As they conversed, Kovash would find out that the Black Stag slash Black Ear, had his tongue cut out actually,
Huh.
and could
That was
no longer,
bad.
yeah, and could no longer speak anymore. And that is why Killed was sent to translate for him and also bring the message of both Vortigern and Bane to the land of Maztica, offering him a chance to come back to their side to rule the North. Kovash would find out that Vortigern had made his way to Luskin, finally leaving the North and bringing the tribes below the mountains. As the two walked off, the cleric made a comment. One of Kovash's old allies was looking forward to the next fight. And that's where we pick up. God, I can't talk today, guys. And that's where we pick up.
That's the problem.
As Kovash has sat for a while, and then made his way back to Dikuth, and found Dikuth lightly tooting on his horn.
Flute.
Flute.
I hope it's not.
It's a pan flute.
Pan flute.
That. So I asked you
Seeing
guys,
Kovash,
what would you guys like to do?
seeing Kovash walk in, Dikuth puts his little pan flute down. He's, so how was your reunion? With a smile across his face.
Kovash does not return the smile. We need to find the others.
That's a good idea. I mean, according to Zoltek, they probably already killed the tree, and we saw them pass by with the sled. Why haven't they come down to meet us yet?
I don't know.
Because yeah, those two already returned to the ship with a little tiger thing.
I have no idea. Do you have any way to contact them or find them?
Let me
You're the
look
magic
through my
one.
bag here. Dikuth starts looking through his bag, not even considering his magic right now. I don't even think I have anything to do anything like that. Well, I don't have anything for that. Kacha's usually the one who can talk to people from far away. That's
Maybe
not me.
they're waiting for us. Didn't we say we'd meet them back up at the temple after the meeting?
Dikuth thinks to himself. Honestly, I don't even remember. Maybe
I'm
let's
pretty
just
sure
head
that's
back up
what
the
we
hill.
said because we thought the tree was going to take them a lot longer than it did.
That's true. Yeah, maybe let's just go back up the hill.
Okay. And we start the 6-hour walk up the hill.
As you
It's a
guys,
6-hour walk.
it's more or less that when you guys are walking up the steep steps of the Maztecan temple, it's more of a climb. And it's more so a climb this time, Kovash, as you've noticed that climbing up the temple is almost brand new. The stone steps seem to have just been recently placed, fitted, molded, and carved perfectly. The gold etchings and everything around that was art that had faded and cracked long ago, now fresh and vibrant. As you guys travel the long, arduous journey back up the hillside to the top of the Maztecan temple, it's quiet. You see several large jaguar tracks padding right in front of you as you approach the temple, and not much else. You guys can give me a perception check if you'd like, or an investigation check if you go searching in.
Oof.
Great start, guys.
First one.
Great start, guys.
First one.
Kovash, yeah, it's interesting that the walls on this map that are crumbled are complete and go all the way around except for the small entrance with the stairs in the front. The walls and the ceiling have been completely rebuilt, and there's now a door on the front of the temple, a large, dark, wooden door right in front of you at the top of the stairs. But you don't see really much anything else. You see these large jaguar prints, which you assume probably are Zoltek's by their size, and you did see him leap up and down this side of the mountain.
Right.
So that's about all you see. Dikuth, it's really interesting up here. Everything has changed. You remember the walls had holes in them, the ceiling was falling apart, there was no, like, the cracks in the stairs were barely wobbly and everything. But now everything seems perfect. It seems like a brand new temple and is gorgeous in artwork.
Dikuth is kind of like skipping along with like just a smile across.
Excellent.
This-
Dikuth, do you think maybe they went in to look for more treasure? Should we go after them?
No.
Dikuth is like skipping along really happily, like looking at everything. He's like, Kovash, like everything was destroyed like 12 hours ago. Look at all this. This is.
And now it's not.
I don't know if
Maybe
I
they
wanna-
got lost on their way out.
And so Dikuth is just gonna start casting message now that we're here at the temple.
Just pointing in different directions.
Yeah, it's just Katra, Katra, Katra. Just point, seeing if he can get a lock on Katra.
Wait, message?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like 100 feet.
yeah, it's not that far.
Yeah, you try several times and you get no response back.
Well, I don't think Katra's anywhere around here. Maybe I should
what if
try
they're in trouble?
for.
Also, how
feel
far
like-
does that reach? Because, like, this temple had, like, 3 levels, Dikuth. They could be deep.
That's true. I mean, it goes a decent amount of space, but I don't know. Distances aren't my thing.
Do you want to return to the ship then, since we saw the B-boys heading there, or should we wait for them?
The B-boys. Are we gonna be able to follow them back? Like, did they leave a trail? Dikuth starts looking for any signs of their trail.
Sure. As you guys are doing that, we're going to pan back over to the other group. How long would you guys have traveled into the night?
Well, it depends.
It
Did
can't
you
have
see
been long.
my
I'm at half
chat?
speed.
What?
In chat last session, before we ended, I asked like, what would the? Hold on, let me scroll. JK, I must have put in Roll20, not Roll20, Discord. We would talk about giving Sif Fly to fly himself and Bjolf.
To where?
Ahead of us, because Bjolf is literally like shambling along, isn't he?
Okay. Is that what you're going to do?
Yes.
Farther
Split
away.
the party
from
even more. Understood.
I would not. He would
Got
not
it.
agree to this. Wolf would not agree to this. No,
why I said
absolutely
Let's
not.
go in
Talk
groups
about-
of 2
Sif
people.
Sif would have probably Beowulf and Sif would have looked at each other and then both looked at you and for the first time in unison be like, no.
No. Yeah, that's canon.
Let's say, all right, you did get an hour of travel stumbling through the woods. For those of you who are exhausted, following Chamali's guide through the darkened interior of the jungle, you seem to be avoiding most pitfalls and other animals or predators in the night. But you do realize that Jonathan and Bjolf do, even though Jonathan can move through the forest pretty well, she is showing signs of exhaustion and wear and tear, and Bjolf is just basically being dragged along at this point. What would you guys like to do? You're just gonna keep going?
I mean,
Do you think that we could stop at some point soon? Now, even.
Sif will just kind of like stop by the biggest tree and just kind of point at the ground and say, "Put Katra there, and I'll walk." Or not Katra, sorry. Put Bjolf there, and I'll make sure we're good. And
I can put myself there. Thank you very much. He
Boy.
crawls over to the tree.
you're both pretty now. Stop measuring dicks and like decide where we're pitching camp.
Sif's already kind of walked off to try and walk the perimeter, make sure we're all good.
God, if I have to deal with this, my god's better than your god energy. I mean, some more, I'm gonna like explode.
Hey.
Not my god's better than. I mean, she is, but I just don't like him.
And Katra just like
That's really
stares at you with like a murderous intent.
Okay.
What?
Hey, any of you guys still have those black arrows or black iron arrow, whatever it is that you guys
I must
found?
have left them in the flesh that I left back in the temple.
You
I
should
don't have them. No, sorry.
Okay. Hmm. Well, guess I can't really do much right now. So I will forage for food.
Oh no.
All right. You are able to gather some food, Jalaneth, but it's like 5 minutes of gathering food, and you're just like, uh. It's you have to climb a tree, like get into the tree, make yourself like in a weird position to grab the fruits off the branch, climb back down and make your way back to camp, and it's already been like 20 minutes of real time, and you've gathered 3 fruits.
Here you guys go. 3 fruits. I can grab you some
They're
roots if
they're
you want
the
some too.
same ones, not the same crazy emotion fruit.
Right,
But
regular
they're the
fruit.
same ones you got that you realized weren't like that from the same area around the temple you foraged last time. So,
Are we not trying to create a fire?
No.
While I'm like kind of patrolling around, can I try and forage for some vines?
you want vines?
Rope-like vines. Rope-like vines.
Sure. You could give me a survival check if you'd like to see how much you get. I mean, yeah, you could probably get like 10 to 20 feet of usable vine.
All right. I kind of come back with a saddened face and say,
I mean, you are in the dark and
yeah,
stumbling
and I'm
around.
half blind. I'll just come back. I'll come back and start stuffing the vines into the pack. Deleafing them, making them good so it's not a whole bunch of excess.
I will spend the
Shamali
next.
is just staring at all of you. Like, just taking you all in. Like, his eyes are big circles, and he's just watching all of you do whatever it is that you do at night.
I will spend the next half hour just casting alarm around us.
Sure.
As I did before.
Sure. Alright. So, yeah, you guys go into your nightly rituals. You don't make a fire. You eat some cold food. And Jalanith goes around casting the spells that would protect you for the night again. Beowulf, I assume, is already knocked out.
No, there is one thing that he wants
then,
to do.
Yeah, you guys are
Yeah.
free, whatever, as your duties end, and you're all sitting in the dark.
Yeah, I sort of drag myself off away from everyone else, keeping in mind that I do still have original Chamali's head with me. And I sort of like crawl off into the woods and I place the head down on like a flat surface and I bite my thumb and I start drawing a circle around him with all of these symbols around it. And they're in Undercommon, but they're symbols for like warrior, death and battle, stuff like that. And then I start speaking in Undercommon and I say, Chamali, bondservant and beloved of our dark mistress, now you walk ever at her side. How blissful it must be. And I take my thumb and I draw the symbol for eternity on his left cheek and then the symbol for joy on his right cheek. And then I say, I would be lying if I said I felt no jealousy for you, but I know that I still have a need to serve her here. Worry not, brother. And he takes and draws a symbol that roughly translates to the delight of pain, the cause or the suffering of your enemies. And he says, they will feel the wrath of Shar poured out tenfold upon their heads, and they will choke on the blood that they have spilled. And then I sort of blow on the blood that's on his forehead, and I cast Sacred Flame, and it sort of sparks, and the flame consumes Chamali's head, and it crumbles into ash.
And the Sacred Flame is black in color in the blackness of the night. There is no glow. You don't feel any heat as you feel Chamali's head just crumble in your hands.
And I crawl back to my tree and I go to sleep.
Jelanath, you definitely have seen almost all of this probably as you're walking around casting your alarm spells and everything.
She wouldn't understand it though.
No, but you do see Beowulf do this and then crawl back and then go to sleep. And then, is there anything else any of you would like to do?
We're gonna set up watches.
I was gonna.
Sure.
Did we decide watch?
How we're in the jungle, right?
Yes.
So it's pretty much close to pitch black.
Yes.
So
You hear actually, Jelanath, you in the deepest part of your mind hear a low rumble. I can go first. You see Chamali turn his head towards you.
Yeah, we should probably set up watches. I'll take that first watch with Chomali. There's no light, which means that the humans, aka Beowulf and Sif, can't see anything in this jungle.
He sort of cocks his head towards you. Unfortunate.
Sif can't see, but if he could, he'd be doing the Toph thing, like.
Just an FYI, Kyle. Jaguars don't have night vision.
That doesn't make sense.
That doesn't
nocturnal.
make sense.
It doesn't since they hunt at night, but
Oh
They're
yeah,
not
no,
nocturnal.
I don't trust D&D because they didn't give cats night vision at all.
Yeah, that doesn't make any
What the
sense.
So I don't. That stat block it has night vision. If it makes sense in real life, like what the hell? And why do you have to take it away from that CR? It's not even like it overpowers that level CR, anyways.
It just makes it able to do the things that cats can do anyway.
Yeah, you know.
Uh,
Sorry, I should have let everybody know that homebrew rule ahead of time, I guess.
I didn't know it was not a homebrew rule, or I didn't know it was not an actual
See,
rule.
'cause most people
Right, I would have
assume-
just assumed that all felines have dark vision. That would have been my assumption.
Right.
Just Animal Planet.
It would have been incorrect, but
So you're taking
So-
first with Chamali.
actually, why don't we have Sif take first while there's still an inkling of light, and then when it's pitch dark.
I mean, there's not really an inkling of light.
Take the pitch dark one because
at this point you might think it might be smarter to put them later because of dawn.
Yeah, because how late is it?
It's already well past 1.
Oh, it's that late.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I thought it was like 9 or 8
I thought
o'clock.
it was like 10, but okay.
Right.
Yeah, I'll take first watch, and then I'll wake up. I'll take first watch with Chamala, and then I'll wake up one of the humans when it gets like sunrise or whatever. Not Beowulf.
Are you separating yours and Chamali's watch, or are you together?
Shit, we need 8 hours, don't we?
You can. He's willing to separate if you would like.
Yeah.
He already offered.
No, I'll take it with him.
Okay.
I can trance.
I can do the next.
Yeah, because it'll still be pretty
Watch.
dark, and then when sunrise happens, we'll have Sif
Finish it off.
do a watch. Yeah.
Is that actually
Okay,
happening?
I'll take
Daniel?
first watch with Chamali.
Daniel, is that actually happening?
no. I'm sorry.
I was just curious. All right, so first watch Chamali, Jelenis, second Katra, third Sif, fourth if you can wake Beowulf up. Sure, gotcha.
Look,
You can go ahead and give me a perception check for both you and Chamali then. As you both kind of, are you doing the the hunter thing where you separate in a circle and start going out?
Yep.
Excellent.
Oh, I can't roll. I have to roll a separate d20 for.
You can make a shortcut though, and it'll be at like the bottom of the screen.
I got one for my.
That's not how you do it. What?
Slash roll.
That's Chamali's.
Oof.
Shamali sucks.
Nice vision, y'all.
Excuse me. So yeah, you guys start at a point, separate, and encircle the entire encampment, keeping your eyes open, keeping low. But it seems true to his word. Most things seem to be avoiding you at the moment. You don't see any sign of human life or activity. You are in the deepest recesses of the jungle, it seems, and you left civilization a while ago, so it is just teeming with life. So even though things are avoiding you, there's just sounds all over the place, and many animals come out in the jungles of Mastika at night. But other than that, your watch goes by uneventful. You enjoy the time bonding with Chamali. You find out that he was actually the runt of his litter, and is now like the strongest, fastest of his brothers, and that he lords that over them and brags about it all the time. But that's only in good fun, as he seems to be a very calm, like patient, watching individual, and just wants to learn, it seems.
And learn it shall. Lots
Yeah.
of things to teach it.
Excellent.
Lots of things to learn from it.
As your shift ends, you wake Katra up. Katra, you can give me a perception check. Your mind is too wrapped up in several of the things that have been occurring over the last few days to pay too much attention to your environment. The feeling
He's definitely distracted with like Beowulf being his like new best friend.
that too. That with Beowulf and this new feeling. Every time you cast your magic, it seems that it's a new sort of sensation than when you casted previously. There is this exhilaration that fills you as you cast a spell, and you think over that, and just the events of the whole last couple of weeks in totality. But other than that, nothing seems to happen.
Cool beans. Yeah, that's all I got for now.
All right, Sif, you are woken up by Katra, and you may give me a perception check. Oh, you guys.
I mean, I'm not proficient in perception.
No, I know.
Where am I?
Hey, it's dark.
Sif, it is. Yeah, you should actually give me disadvantage because the sun hasn't broken through yet. Please.
Gotcha.
Nah, it
Damn it.
doesn't make much of a difference. It is dark, and this is a darkness that you really haven't like experienced in like a natural setting. Like the forests and everything gets dark when you are in the mountains and over there. The tundras are never really dark unless it's cloudy, and even then it's not really that dark. This is just an eternal darkness around you. You hear noises from all directions, and it's just very disorienting at first. And it takes you a little while before you just center yourself and just begin to use your ears to try and listen to the things around you. And most of it is just wildlife at night. You don't hear much else. There are a few mating calls, but that's about it. That really one annoying monkey that like screams.
The
The
howler monkey.
symbol monkey.
The howler monkey, I think. I think they use it.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
Um, anything you'd like to do on your watch? Otherwise,
No. Other than really like when I kind of center myself, I'm gonna pull out my hempen rope and the rope find, and I'm gonna start doing what I can to.
braid them together.
Yep. So I have about 70 feet.
That's fine. That takes about the majority of your the rest of your shift.
Alright.
It's intricate work, one that your fingers haven't had a lot of practice with lately, and you find it nice and calming. It actually helps you center yourself even more, but it takes a while to get knock the rust off. One would say, but then eventually your shift comes to an end. And you have to wake up Beowulf.
When I go to wake everyone up, I'll actually finally pull out that cloak of mine and just kind of use the hood a little bit, kind of like stuffing the cloak part back on the back, tying it off with some of the belts and chains that are used to help the or not chains, the belts and such to use the armor together, but just kind of give me a little bit of coverage on my head. I'm tired of feeling naked up there.
Alright. Beowulf, you may take 1 point of exhaustion off. As you are woken to a little bit of light has now started to crack through at the end of your watch, Sif, as sun has. It's risen, but now it's starting to actually breach through the trees. And you see a crack of a few sunlight rays here and there, Beowulf, as you look up into the hooded visage of Sif.
He kind of like jerks awake. Like when you wake him up, it's like you have surprised him, and he just, oh.
I'll just kind of motion to the camp and then kind of go walk off to go finish off my sleep.
All right. And if you'd like to give me a perception check,
At disadvantage.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I will take into account that there is a little tiny bit of light, but not, still a pretty good perception roll. As you're woken up. Oh wait, yeah, never mind. Double disadvantage isn't a thing. You are feeling a lot better. You're still internally exhausted. Your mind is just slow to catch up. You know, excuse me. And as you wake up and get your body going, you begin taking your watch for the rest of the crew. Wow.
Bless you.
Yeah. And you don't really see anything. There's you do like go out a little bit further from the camp, walking around. You do go by the spot where where you did the ritual over Chamali's head. There's no reminder of anything. The ashes have scattered. Let me reconnect the video, I guess. There we go. And you do actually see a large pathway has been created in the jungles nearly 50 feet away from your camp.
What?
It seems like something parted the literal jungle in front of it and walked through, and this has been left over with this giant, like, looks like a mile-long opening into the jungle.
Huh. Can I get a little closer? Like, are there any sort of tracks or anything? Or
There's no tracks that you see. You could give me a survival check if you'd like.
absolutely. I think no. Okay.
Yeah, there's no tracks that you see, and it's entirely not natural.
Mm-hmm.
This is magical by means you're assuming, and the length and breadth of it is unlike anything you've seen. Like to physically move the forest aside for like a literal mile in one direction seems astonishing.
I look into the nearest, like, is there like a clump of shadows nearby?
Yeah, there's a couple of trees that form a shadow.
I kind of look over there, and then in undercommon, I just say, "You."
You get no response.
Hmm. Well, whoever it was, thank you. I think. And I just sort of wait until it's time to wake everybody else up.
As the hours pass, Jonathan probably wakes up a little earlier than everybody else. I don't think they fully needed to stay in their trance, but eventually everybody does wake up. It is colder than normal. It seems that the night's chill hasn't completely left the day, and you're all a little sore and slow to get up and moving today.
So there's been a path that's been opened in the jungle. Could potentially go through.
What do you mean a path?
I mean, the jungle has sort of made a way for us, and I show them where the jungle's just been kind of parted.
As you guys get there and see this large path, we're gonna pop back over to the other two.
Ah.
You two have decided that you were going to do what? I'm sorry, I forgot already. You're muted, Don?
Did
I
we
don't-
really decide on anything?
I don't think you did.
I think we decided we were discussing.
Yeah, I think
Otherwise, I guess we could sleep and see if they come out by morning.
Yeah, that would probably be the best idea.
Sure.
So we're gonna take a sleep.
Alright. You both can give me perception checks. Oh, Dikuth, as you open the door, I'm assuming you're going in.
Oh, not were we going inside to sleep?
Because
or-
the door, there is a door there now. I should have put something, but yeah.
Oh,
There's a large, darkened wooden door right in front of you, where there was not one
Oh.
before.
well, Dikuth probably would leave it alone. Probably find somewhere to camp outside with Kovash at that point.
Easy enough. You guys could just go inside the wall here. You see it forms a nice little defensive shelter. And you guys can both give me, or Dikuth, you can also give me a perception check as you guys take your turns for your watches. You know that you're probably not going to get the greatest amount of sleep unless you sleep longer or have short shifts. But Kovash.
I mean, Zoltek said we were safe.
Yeah, true. It is.
Yeah, Dikuth's not worried.
Kovash, as you sit there overnight for your part of your watch, you look around over the hilltop, look at the now almost completely reformed village that you had left, and take it in and just utter wonder as how this happened, as the entire village now looks like a lively town that has many people flowing through it, even though there's no one here. Just an interesting ghost town built. And you don't see anything.
I am also, while I'm awake during my hour watch that I actually take, gonna try and talk to myself again.
Sure. Go ahead and give me. What did I have you do last time?
I don't remember, something I'm not good at.
Probably a wisdom.
It was a wisdom.
Or was it an insight?
Oh wait, we can scroll up. I think it's actually still there. Nope, never mind.
Hmm. Yeah, this time we'll have you do an insight check to see if you can even find him this time. Oh, all right.
For the record, insight and wisdom is the same for me.
Sure. You sit there, and in the utter quiet of the exterior of Shar's temple, you begin to actually focus and completely relax. Your body, you realize, hasn't been relaxed in probably decades. Your muscles actually finally just unclench and relax to the point where you don't like it. You don't feel like you're in control of your body. And you sit there and you focus internally through this dislike of what's happening. And you see in your mind's eye a large toothy grin.
It was always you.
Always.
We need to work together. You can't keep attacking these people with me.
And you see the teeth like rush your face, like your perspective, and it just says in a low growling tone, "What's in it for me?"
I think it's time we let you out again. Remind the North who we are.
And the toothy grin just gets wider and wider. Oh.
We'll start with this one, but eventually we'll remind him who we are and who gave him his empire.
And it just takes on this like dark frown. The ever grinning smile for the first time in a while again turns into this just toothy, growling frown. I hate them.
Then work with me instead of against me.
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh no.
With
Oh,
advantage.
cool.
With
Minus-
advantage.
Cool.
That's not bad. For a
I'm
mi-
a minus
for
2,
my
so
two, that's not bad at all.
Not bad at all.
For now.
Oh.
And it just, and you come out and you're like, you've seen the others in their weird religious trances and all their craziness that they have going on, and they come out in these deep sweats and just completely like off color. And Kovash, you're just drenched in sweat and your muscles just ache, but they feel good. It's weird. It feels like you just worked out for a long, long time.
do barbarians work out?
Yeah.
Yeah?
No, they're just naturally like that.
Yes,
like
they're
that.
just naturally 10 out of 10s always.
I mean, but it's not like there's a barbarian gym to go to. They just hunt things and swing heavy weapons.
Yeah, that's their
That's
workout.
working out.
And pick big stuff up.
You're working your body.
I mean, there's.
Yeah, you remember Grog's
They're
story.
just naturally like that.
I would just lift a mammoth bone, you know? Just.
And then I'll wake Dikuth up and go to sleep.
Alright, you just start woken up by like this ghost of a Kovash who's just completely white and sweating and breathing heavy. Oh no, I'm sorry. Y'all are so dirty.
And
One
Dikuth
hell of a
kind of looks
workout.
up at Kovash,
Oh,
like
boy.
really confused, and he just like begrudgingly just gets up and walks away. He's not even gonna question it.
I wouldn't worry about watches after this. The cat said we were safe.
Yeah, so Dikuth kind of just sits there, tooting his little pan flute.
Alright, Kovash, you fall asleep relatively easy. And your dreams, though you haven't had many, are pleasant. Times in a tundra when life wasn't so hard and less was on your mind. Dikuth. What are you doing? Just panning, flute panning, I guess? What's the term for that?
Fluting.
Fluting.
Pan fluting? Blowing your pan
Yeah,
flute.
I'd probably walk a couple perimeters and just see if there's anything going on, but otherwise, just toot away.
And you just, as you're doing so, you can give me a perception check if you like.
That's a
Nice.
decent roll today. The first one.
Yeah.
Nothing really out of the ordinary. You do notice that the temple is extremely well built and gorgeous. The craftsmanship on the walls and the art is near immaculate. You look over the doorway and you see that there are inside the seams of the wood are like gold tracings. And as you look around, you see over the entirety of the valley with the village as well. And there are no ruins anymore. But other than that, it's really nothing. It's very quiet. And as you come back and sit back down next to Kovash, you see an odd image. Kovash is sleeping, normal. And next to him is just a laid out woman, just kind of laying, looking at him. She has long red hair, green eyes, and these ruby plump red lips. And the dress she's wearing is near transparent as she looks up at you and she says, "Oh, hi, Dikuth."
Do I recognize it?
"Oh, yeah, this is
Yeah.
Sune."
You're Sune, the girl I met before. What are you doing here?
"What are you doing here?"
Well, I mean, I'm keeping watch. Kovash is sleeping. He was really sweaty before. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I was
we
making
can't find our friends.
Oh, yeah, I was making sure he was alright. I saw he was a little tumultuous.
Tumultuous. Okay. What does that mean?
Oh, he just seemed that like he had an inner conflict that he didn't needed to resolve. I don't know. He seemed to be meditating while you were sleeping. It's kind of weird.
Well, he was supposed to be keeping watch. I'll have to have a talk with him about that.
Don't tell him I said anything.
Will do. So, I mean, I feel like this is the second time I've seen you here. Do you live here?
No, this island is just an interconnectivity of points.
What points?
Hundreds.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, I guess we came here for a tree, which there was a bunch of like similar trees everywhere else. I mean, that makes sense.
And she's like, you notice that she's actually like slightly floating off the ground, and her laid out form goes from this to the, as she's looking at you. Yeah, a lot of people come here. A lot of gods come here.
Like what kind of gods?
Me?
You? You're a god.
Some say.
What kind of a god are you?
Well, I'm the one that makes most of the world go round.
Most of the world go around.
You see, and she floats nearer towards you, and she touches your heart. And you just feel like an immense warmth, like an actual just burning fire hits your heart. And she's like, love. Love connects us all.
Ugh.
I feel like you told me that before.
I have.
Katja told me that was a dream, so I didn't know if that was real or not.
Is this a dream?
I mean, I feel like Kovash woke me up. But I mean, I've had some pretty
Should I wake him
interesting
up?
dreams before. I don't think waking Kovash up is a good idea
Okay.
if it's not his watch. Okay, so love. Like, I mean, I guess I understand love. I mean, I know I love my mom and my dad. But like, what do you mean like it connects us all?
Well, there is a singular emotion that most beings, regardless of where they come from, can feel. And it transcends through several dimensions, planes, and existences. Love connects us all. You fight for your allies without knowing that you love them because of the friendships you've made. They fight for you because they love you for other reasons. Friendships, allies of necessity, whatever it is seen, love comes in many forms.
Huh. I like that. I'll have to think about that a little bit more.
Sure. If you ever need me, you know I'm right here.
At the temple or on the you mean on the island? Do I have to come to this island every
No.
time I want to see you?
When you chose to be my heart warder, I'm with you forever.
Oh yeah. The pan flute. Did you give me the pan flute?
And you just see a giant smile go across her face. Yeah, that was me. Do you like it?
I do. I used to have a pan flute, and Meepo fucking stole it.
I know, damn Meepo. That's why I wanted to give you a new one.
That's why you got blasted by a dragon.
And she kind of giggles.
He was honestly kind of a jerk. I kept giving him all of my daggers, and he would just throw them at people and use them.
Well,
He
what
lost,
kind of
like,
ally
5
steals
daggers.
from their own ally?
Meepo sucked.
Truth.
But thank you for the pan flute.
Of course, anything for you, Dikuth. Now, I want you to know, your friends might be in big trouble. I need you to be careful.
Where are they? We've been looking for them.
They went north.
North, and Dikuth kind of looks in the directions, not knowing where he is.
And she grabs your shoulders and points you in the direction.
And Dikuth nods in affirmation. Got it.
I need you to get off this island.
That's a pretty good idea.
I don't like that.
There's a lot going on, Dikuth. A lot of you have been gone for a long time.
What does that mean?
And she.
Like disappeared?
Yeah, she just vanishes in front of you.
And with that, Dikuth wakes up Kovash.
Yeah, you realize that it has been near your entire shift talking to her, and Kovash has been peacefully sleeping, and Kovash, you are woken up to Dikuth several hours later.
What? The sun's not up yet.
It's
I mean, it probably is because it's like 8 a.m. But
Yeah. Well,
It's
you're
a
actually covered,
secure-
like, by the wall, so you're decent.
it's time to
shape.
get up.
is it? I don't feel like I slept enough? Question mark DM.
You got enough sleep for the full night, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was like a 6 hour like sleep. Like, yeah, you got your long rest, but you're still like,
Right.
I know
Still no
where
sign of them.
I know where they are, and we need to get moving.
What? How do you know that?
I just
Eyes
have a
still
feeling.
closed.
I think we need to go north.
Why?
I just have a feeling.
Kovash peeks through one eye at Dikuth.
Oh,
No clue. Fine. But you're gonna tell me why you feel that later.
Absolutely.
I mean, I didn't think you were lying. It was just like, what does he mean he has a
well,
feeling?
Dickon, let me ask you: are you lying about you're gonna tell him later?
No, that was more just against his insight, I
Oh,
guess.
okay. Yeah. Well, he knew that you're a bard. There's no chance. Yeah. The day is yours. You guys are welcome to do whatever.
So they went north, so they're already ahead of us, and we slept, so they're like a day ahead of us.
I mean, I imagine they probably had to sleep too. I don't think they just trudged through the night north. I mean, I have no idea what they're going north for. Oh, did push to talk not go through?
No, it did.
Oh,
Kovash just has no response to that.
So,
and with that, Dikuth just starts marching north.
all right. So you guys go towards the back side of the temple and off towards the center part of the island. We're gonna fade back towards the other group. At this point, you all were woken up and discussing what to do next.
so
I think we should
Did we-
first send that message.
what do we want to tell them exactly? I only have a limited amount of words that I can use.
How many words?
25, I believe.
Well, obviously, they probably went back to the temple by now and would see that it was all brand spanking new. So, I mean, they're both not that bright. So, I guess we can't assume that they would assume that we would have taken care of the tree.
I don't think they're that stupid.
I don't know. You haven't been around. Dikuth has stuck his dick in a lot of bad things.
Sif just kind of looks over, nods his head.
I think we
And,
should-
like, every time it ends badly.
look,
He
I
died
don't
once.
think we should tell them where we are so that they can get here. Maybe send Chimali to go get them.
What direction is this little special magical path you found going in?
North.
It's going north. Chumali.
Yes,
what are
that's
the
the way.
chan- What are the chances that this path is going in a direction towards the camp that we're looking for?
He just nods.
100%.
100%.
Balls to the wall, yes.
So, you could send Chamali to go get them. I'll send them a message giving them some sort of warning, and then they can meet up with us here. I don't think we should go on ahead of them.
So you want to wait the amount of hours we are ahead of them?
Well,
Actually,
we're not going to get much farther with me anyway.
So we could make part of the journey and hold up.
DM, what are the chances that I can make it back to Kovas and Dikuth, and then bring them back to the group before the end of the day? Because I travel
Rangers have travel.
Yeah, you'd be able to do
no
it.
difficulty.
You'd be able to do
You
it.
guys, yeah, without me, you guys would be traveling at difficult terrain.
So
For the
you guys,
most part.
so if we moved on, you guys would still catch up.
I think
After a while, yeah.
yeah, because if they're with me, I can move them at no difficult terrain.
Dope.
So you're going to leave me alone with Sif and Katra?
I thought we were best friends.
Biof, I'm pretty sure you can kill everybody here in this group.
Hey,
I
well,
didn't.
at least make it challenging.
I didn't say it wouldn't be a challenge. I'm just saying he could probably kill all of us.
I
I
wasn't.
don't know.
I wasn't saying that I wanted you to stay because I feel threatened by them.
I'm very threatening. What do you mean? I can shoot literal fire from my hands.
Yeah. Okay. Sure, Jan. That's fine. But do we want to send them a message or not? Because it is a large spell.
Probably.
Fine. All right.
Uh,
I take a little bit of my tongue and I just like bite down on it really hard. I say a few words in Undercommon, and Dikuth, as he hears this message, blood is gonna start leaking out of his ear, and he hears me in like this really creepy whispery tone that like there's no way for me to control that, and he hears, Dikuth, we went to find the princess. We headed north. Come after us. Elenith is coming to get you, but we're moving really slow.
Wait, you should have mentioned that the camp belonged to the black stag guy.
Stag.
Dikuth, what's going on? You're profusely bleeding from
It's not profusely. There's a small trickle of blood coming out of his ear.
Do I get a reply?
Yeah.
25 words.
Yeah,
Well,
you get a 25 minute
I don't
reply.
know if you know that, but yes, you get a reply. You may respond to this message.
Sorry. All you hear back is gross.
Gross.
Yeah, you definitely hear like gross.
And Dikuth is gonna turn back to Kovash, and he's gonna like wipe off this blood from his face, and he's gonna be like, "I told you they went north. I just got a message from Bjolf. That is why I am bleeding." That is, yeah. This is really gross. But Jelenith is coming to get us, I think.
Do I hear 25
But
words?
I think we should.
Yeah, you definitely hear. The state of this goes. You hear the message, Dikuth. You say, "Gross." You turn to Kovac and you just start going into the conversation. And Beal, you just hear gross, and then like Dikuth is talking to someone else, and you're just hearing it. You hear like the first 20 words of him explaining what's happening between the rest of the party.
I told you they went north. Jealous is coming to get us.
Something along those lines.
Pretty much.
Anyway, continue.
But yeah, I tell we should probably just keep heading north, and then Jeleneth will meet us along the way.
Alright. Is that what you guys are doing then? Just keep going north. Jeleneth, you've split off from the rest and are going south towards them.
Yes, I think the path we took to get here, take that back because that's the most known path that I know right now. I'm gonna catch up with, or I'm gonna find Dikuth and hopefully find Dikuth and Kovash, and then I'm gonna guide them back towards at least where this camp is. The rest of the group should probably take the special magic tunnel pathway that disappeared.
Kovash and Dikuth. One of you who is leading, give me the survival check as you enter into the deepest parts of the jungle.
I think Kovash will probably end up doing this one.
Sure.
I don't
Wait,
know
I have-
its background.
I was a hermit. I have proficiency in survival. with a
As
3.
do I.
Ooh. One of you choose.
Rochambeau for it.
I'll let
Well, they're
Kovash take it actually. God damn you, Kovash.
Jeleneth, you are incapable of being lost. However, I need you to give me a survival check to now try and find said lost Kovash and Dikuth.
Oh no.
Let me cast the
There you go.
camera.
While
Wonder.
Dikuth is wandering through the forest with Kovash, he's like skipping along, playing his pan flute. Kovash said we were safe, so he's just playing it at a decent volume at this point.
Yeah, and at one point, Kovash, you didn't notice that Dikuth had like turned directly west and was no longer heading north in the jungles. And several hours later, you hear Jonathan, you're like, where are these guys? Just in your head, kind of trying to figure out where they are, and you just hear.
I was hearing Baby Shark in my head.
Sure, whatever you would like to hear, just shrilling through the forest. About like about a quarter of a mile away from you. And you try to catch up to them, and you both see Jeleneth like sprinting through the woods at you guys. And as you are about to meet, that's where we're gonna take our break, actually.
He's just chilling.
Alright, so thank you for those of you who have joined us. We're going to take a quick, short 10-minute break. Meet back here at 1:25. Get right back into it. I wanted to go a little earlier, so in case you guys do anything crazy for the latter half of the episode.
Boy.
Alright, so we will see you all then. Thank you for joining us. We'll be right back.
What?
And welcome back. Thank you for staying with us over our little break. Last we left off, the party had reorganized somewhat and figured out what they were going to do. Kovash and Dikuth made their way up the temple to find that the rest of the party had left north. After a few hours' travel, the other set of the party members had camped out for the night and found some interesting trails and woke and sent a message to Dikuth. Upon hearing the message, Kovash and Dikuth sent out further north, and Jonathan went to meet up with them. This would take a couple of hours for this to happen. So in the meantime, Katra, Bjolf, and Sif, what is it that you three are doing after Jellenith has left? If anything.
Are we continuing on? Is that what did we say that we were going to keep going?
Are you muted, Sif?
We did not actually confirm, I do not think. So if you wanted to take the rest, I can go forge for some things for now.
I don't think I can't like sleep and then sleep again to get rid of an
Unfortunately,
exhaustion point, can I?
No.
Cannot.
Yeah,
Once every 12 hours, I think.
If you have
24.
access to greater restoration, I believe you can get rid of an exhaustion point. But
That's like 5th level.
I think that's a higher level spell than you guys have right now.
Yeah, that's a 5th level spell. We might as well keep going. With me in the state that I am, we're not going to get very far anyway. They could probably catch up with us by nightfall.
Sorry.
Sif kind of looks forward and looks over to Katra and says, "You make the call."
Steven can't hear us.
I'm back. Make what?
Okay, never mind.
Hey.
We both look at Katra.
Mhm.
Basically, we've panned back to you after Jonathan has left, and the party is questioning whether they should continue on. I'm not entirely sure what question they just posed you exactly, though.
Sif just asked. Sif said we didn't confirm, so we could sit. Bjolf said we should probably just keep going anyway. So Sif looked over to Katra and was like, "You make the call."
Katra is going to vote that we just keep going forward because if we're moving at half of their speed and they're going to catch up with us, I would rather that we get some ground gained because we're already trying to race back the other guy before he gets there.
Valid question, though. Are you guys moving at half speed if you're following the path?
We don't
If
know.
they're following the path, they haven't, it doesn't look like it would impede them at any moment.
I mean, they're going to be moving with half speed with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So would have been moving at a quarter speed otherwise. Well,
So
then,
I would say we push forward.
all right. Then let us do so.
Through the path that has been made.
Yes.
Yes.
So you guys continue stepping onto this oddly created, worn path through the jungles that seems to have cleared out or moved the trees somehow. And you guys begin traveling north in the direction of the village. You guys
Can
Oh,
I want to cast another message, actually.
Sure.
Yeah, except this time I want to picture Metzli, Princess of Night, in my head. I want to think about what he said she looked like, and she definitely looks a little bit like someone else in my head. And then I say, Metzli, in Undercommon, because I'm not sure if you can understand me. Metzli, Princess of Night, I come with warriors to free you. How many guard you? Do you know secret ways into camp Shar watches you.
So you hear a very quiet, very subdued, whispery voice begin chattering at you in Maztecan.
No.
I knew it. I knew it. I have a spell that can fix this, but I didn't want to use it. Okay. Okay.
But
Okay.
you do hear, like, it's not a lot of words. You do hear a sentence, and then Shara.
Can I try to memorize the words that she said so I can say them to Jelenith later?
Give me an intelligence check.
Okay. All right.
Go.
This is not gonna be good. Okay.
Go, Bill. You
Good to
can
know.
do this.
Go.
Okay.
At disadvantage
Hey.
because you're exhausted, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's still, you feel like you've got a good portion of it. She was
Okay.
speaking quickly, and so it was hard to get the nuances and maybe the
Mhm.
exact pronunciations, but you could think you could maybe
Give that
passively
Jel-
give Jelenith a good line or two.
Okay. Okay.
But give me an insight check as well.
Ooh.
The voice does sound wounded, beaten, and like very depressive and not very emotional, and very quiet.
All right.
So yeah, you guys travel on for a while. You all can give me perception checks, and then we will hop back over to.
During while we're traveling, can I try and keep an eye out for any possible useful herbs or
Sure.
things along the path?
I can go in with your perception check. Well, alrighty then. I need you all to give me dexterity saving throws.
Fuck.
At least everyone has +3 to that.
No, I don't.
You're by me, so you have a bonus to your saving throw.
It's true.
Cool. So 6.
Oh no, you add my charisma score, so I have a charisma score of 3, so you'd be at 8, I think.
Ooh.
Sorry.
Alright, well, the three of you, as you're walking, and Sif, you're looking around trying to find anything that would be used to you. Bjolf, you're somewhat finishing your message as this happens. And Katra, I'm not sure what you're doing at this point. You're just walking along, probably
Carrying
watching
Bjolf
Bjolf, and you all feel the ground give way underneath you as you watch a rope quickly begin to wind up. And you watch as, woof, all of you go flat on your ass and are netted and started dragged across this path and up a large tree to be hanging about 50 feet in the air.
Cast Sacred Flame on that.
Sure. Give me a damage roll.
Cool. Do I roll damage for it? I guess. Yeah, it's what, 2d8?
Crap.
All right.
If this rope fucking makes his death
You all take 30 points of bludgeoning damage.
As we
You
fall
just
out of the
fell
net,
50 feet.
Oh.
As you're doing this, Sif's like, no, wait.
Get a fly in.
No,
You say-
it's too fast. As you all are just, woof, poof, it all happens so fast that Bjolf is like in the process of casting Sacred Flame as you're about to get to the top, and you all just crash down to the ground, poof, in a heap. The unfortunate part where most of the damage is Sif lands on both of you.
Oh,
Did you say 30?
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
And I only took 27 because it's not magical. Ugh. You
You're
guys broke my fall a tiny bit. It's the heavy armor, man.
Yeah, Sif is uncomfortably sprawled in his heavy armor, weighing you down as both of you have the air knocked out of you, and he's basically continuing to suffocate you, being on top of you.
I will quickly, using athlete, get immediately up off them afterwards and just kind of look down and offer a hand to help them up, though I doubt anyone will take it.
So as you are wheezing and gasping for air, both of you,
Casper just doesn't move at all. It doesn't look like he's breathing. It literally looks like he's dead because he's so pale and like already doesn't move a lot in general. So it just looks like he died.
The elf starts muttering under his breath and starts flicking blood at people as he casts Prayer of Healing. Fuck. It's my bad. Just definitely my bad.
all right. So as you are doing that, we're gonna jump back over to the other guys. As I planned, but I didn't realize you would all fail perception checks. That's fine. So, Jonathan, you have run up on Kovash and Dikuth. They look to be in normal condition, and they seem to be... Well, Dikuth seems to be extremely happy, just kind of skipping around the forest playing his pan flute.
I will approach them slowly to not scare them and be like, hey guys, this way.
Dikuth doesn't even stop playing. He just keeps following.
You're definitely heading in the wrong direction.
All right. So yeah, as you guys reconvene and Gelidith takes you back through the path that she has been taking.
The jaguar's with me, by the way.
What's
So,
that? Yeah.
Like Chamali's with me, so these guys just see a jaguar. by
Oh
my
yeah, that's
side.
true. You guys both do see. Well, give me perception checks. Let's see if they actually do see him.
It had done sometime.
Dikuth, when Jonathan does walk up, you do see maybe 10 yards away, in the shadows, creeping through the jungle undergrowth, is a large panther with jaguar-esque patterns all throughout its body, making it this interesting colored cat. And it's staring at you with two large yellow eyes.
When Dikuth makes contact with, or eye contact with the jaguar, you hear just one or two off-key notes, but he doesn't stop playing.
Yeah. So after a while, Kovash, you do notice that there is a predator following you guys as Jellenith begins leading you back towards the place where they were camped.
Kovash takes like a competitive, not a competitive, but like a crouch stance and takes the dodge action as he moves.
All right. Jellenith, you do notice is like Kovash suddenly just is staring at Chamali very like intently as you guys begin walking through the jungles. And
You okay there, Coco?
There's a cat following us. They eat things.
Yeah, like how you eat things, and I eat things, and Dikuth eat things.
They're wild animals, and it's a predator stalking us.
No, that's Chamali.
Wait, how did he become a cat?
Oh no.
He didn't become a cat.
Well,
I named him Chamali.
Jazz music
So
stops.
Chamali. So Chamali didn't make it out of the temple. But Zotek offered me a boon which is part of his essence and a companion. And his companion, in my opinion, harnesses uh the same spirit as what Chamali represented. So I offered him the name Chamali, and he was okay with it. So that's Chamali.
I don't know. Shamali seems scared. This cat seems ready to hunt some people.
No, this cat is ready to protect me, I think, for the most part, if you were to attack me. But I'll let him know that your companion, that you guys are my companions, and that he doesn't need to be on guard about you two.
I don't think that'll
Immediately,
happen for a while. By the way.
immediately, Chamali is like in between you and Dikuth, and he's like purring up against Dikuth's leg.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen, at least for a little while.
Dikuth
I
pats
think
the
I've got
kitty
it
on the
under
side.
control.
And then after a while, it takes off again and goes back to its hidden stalking pattern. And after a while, it takes you about another 4 hours, I want to say. Have you guys moved? Would you guys have moved, or would you guys have stayed there? Is all I'm asking. Where you fell.
He's talking to you guys, the one who got caught in the trap.
Yeah.
I'm still on the floor. Like I haven't moved.
Sure,
Like
all right.
We probably would take a little bit and at least take a short rest.
So after about 4 hours, Jelenith, you easily find a track leading to where you guys left into the path, and then seeing just further down the road, maybe 200 feet, you see this large brush that had been like swept to the side, and you're very curious about it. And as you walk forward, you see Sif, Katra, and Bjolf just like. And then I believe you all did get like 11 healing points.
11.
11
Sif
from Bjolf.
Sif is like leaned against a tree, like kind of looking like he's sitting, but also you can kind of just see just the little bits of like blood that has been since like dripped through the sheets of armor from falling as far as he did. You just kind of like
That, and you're
I
being
see.
flicked with Bjolf's blood as well.
Oh yeah, and the blood from the blood.
While I'm still laying down too, just like
Yeah. So you see this ritual of healing like happening as well from these three people that are all like.
I see you guys have gotten far. You guys okay? I found the Lost Boys.
So, where is it we're heading?
We're heading to go save the princess.
Okay. Where is that? Because I look at Sif. We may have business here.
Sif just kind of groans and says, "I know I have business here. The hand of Bane is here. Where Bane is, I must stamp it out."
well, then you're in luck because the princess is in the center of this camp.
Dikuth
Jelenith.
holds up a little finger, like, I'm of the belief we should leave the island.
Katra holds up a finger. I feel like this is what death feels like.
Sif will finally, after this, since Katra still hasn't gotten up, he's gonna go and pick him up softly this time, and he's gonna pump another 10 points of lay on hands into him to get him up on his feet. He will also offer a hand to Bjolf, and Phoebe will take it. And
No.
give him 10. But if not, then he'll keep it.
What, the 10 points of healing? I'll take that.
But
Alright, as
by
you
his
get lifted up and put
camp
on your
stay.
feet, then, even if you just sit right back down.
Okay. Can I try to battle the Maztecan that I heard at Jelenith and see if I can get her to understand it?
Sure, give me a performance check.
Oh, yes. All right, cool.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
After a few minutes of being at the camp and talking to them, Beowulf suddenly turns to you, Jelenith, and just starts speaking in gibberish. Not even any language you've heard before him speak. He just literally and you believe he's trying to speak Maztecan from several of how the words are formed, but it's just nonsense.
Did that make any sense? Well, I thought it was pretty good. I'm not sure if my accent was there. It was. I didn't get like the right, but I thought it was okay.
Sif looks like you've just insulted the motherland.
Listen, my understanding of Maztecan, subpar. What you just said was not Maztecan.
Oh, shit.
So yeah, by his camp, you mean the dog people stay?
Yeah, I think so. I'm going to have to sleep and cast a different set of spells tomorrow, but I asked the princess where she was. She didn't sound like she was doing too well, but she's alive.
And Koch was going to be like, so we originally tried to take advantage of the fact that he was going to be missing for your meeting to break her out.
I don't think that was ever really an option. I don't think we were ever going to beat him back.
I mean, unless the guy can, like, fly, he still has to, like, travel.
Yes.
I
He
can
has
also
some
teleport.
kind of mage with him. I wouldn't put it past them.
I will say well, it won't matter too much, but if we feel the need to, on the morrow, the B-boys should be back at the boat. I could call the Steed to help us out.
TM,
I
I have
doubt
a
it would be
question.
useful.
How many days ago did we see the raiding party / army at the place?
About 2 days ago.
Yeah, about 3 days ago.
So keep in mind, we might come across that raiding party on the way there too.
Sif just kind of looks down at the path, looks up at the burned rope, and just kind of looks straight, and just kind of pulls the hood a bit further down and pinches the bridge of his nose.
Dikuth is actually gonna walk over to Sith, and seeing that Sith still looks really beat up from his fall, he feels a little bit of compassion in his heart, and
Thank you, Dikuth.
he's going to pull out his pan flute, and something just comes to mind to him, and he begins to play like a slow little melody here, and then you see a little light pop out of the biggest little flute,
Tube of the flute.
and yeah, and it just kind of, the light floats through the air to you, and then it goes right into your chest, and you feel a warm sensation, and Dikuth is going to give you 2 healing lights.
Oh, okay. What are healing lights? I'm sorry.
One moment. Sir.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm also guessing at this point that the group has told me what has happened.
DM, can I just guess that this feels extremely uncomfortable?
No, actually, it doesn't.
Oh, okay, cool.
What you see is Dikuth literally puts his hands together and begins focusing for a second as these small motes, these purplish pink lights, extend from his hands, 1, then 2, right into you, and as they hit you, you just feel a sense of love, comfort, and warmth wash over you as you heal for 4 hit points.
Dikuth, the warrior of love.
Stiff stops pinching the bridge of his nose, and he looks at Dikuth, and it doesn't. I think I could best do it. It's like, thank you, Dikuth.
And
That was. Thank you.
Mind blowing.
He just puts a finger over your lip and
Life altering.
I haven't felt that for a long time, so it was interesting.
then he pats you on the back and just kind of toots again. Toots his little flutes.
Sif will also just kind of, as he goes for the pat back, or for the reach around and kind of pat his shoulder and say,
Whoa,
Whoa.
glad you're okay, Dikuth.
went for the reach around, did you?
Kovash didn't let me have any fun, so.
Oh,
It's okay. We're gonna have lots of fun when we get to this camp.
So, so I'm guessing at this point you guys have explained to me how you have only gone 200 feet from where we spent the night.
Oh, I've pointed up to the rope, and it's burning this, and then I just kind of leave you to piece it together.
Yeah, you see a pretty simply made trap connected to the burnt rope. It seems like a large pile of rocks was used as a counterbalance. Thrown through the trees, easily hidden under some brush. They easily set it off, went flying. It seems like one of them burned the rope and fell out of the tree in the process, and they haven't moved from there. That's your basic detective skills from that.
Also, can we talk about someone definitely set this trap up to catch people?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So here's my
You
suggestion:
should get off the path.
we walk parallel to the path. So not
I
on this,
agree.
not on this magical path that's been carved out for us, but like I don't know, 15, 20 feet from it. As long as we keep our eyes on it and follow the path going north. Does that sound good?
I hear you.
Cool.
All right.
So let's do that. Are you guys all good to move again? Bjolf? Ketra?
Yep.
Sif? Cool.
Sif just gives a thumb.
All right.
Alright, let's go save a princess.
So, you all begin following Chamali, darting in and through the trees. One of you can give me perception check
Not
with
me.
advantage if they would like from helping from the rest of the group.
Who's got the best of perception?
Probably me, but
We're just gonna
At the moment, probably me, because you're exhausted.
mhm,
yeah.
exactly.
You
I have a
guys-
3.
You guys have a couple days of travel, so how fast are you moving, Jelenith?
We can move at normal speed now, right?
Yes, but well, we do.
No,
You do have to keep it in account
Bjolf.
because Bjolf is yes. So
Yeah.
we'll just. All right, we'll keep it at that then.
Here's what we'll do is, we'll have these guys follow me, but I'll try to be about 15 feet ahead of the group, and then Chamali would be about another 15 feet ahead of me.
Sure.
So we're kind of like a two. We're kind of
Yeah.
two scouts ahead of them
Sure.
at Bjolf's speed. So I will go ahead, wait for them to catch up, and then I'll go ahead again. So forth at that movement.
So as you are traveling, not much is seen. It seems that Chamali passes basic information like, there's a bird back there. Like things like
Bird! Squirrel!
there's interesting marks on this tree. Not much else other than like things that he would normally see that he just passes back. And your day goes by uneventfully, and eventually nightfall begins, and you all begin losing, or most of you begin losing vision as darkness starts to encroach. You know that you have a few days more ahead of you. We can kind of just go through that, or if you guys want to actually stop for the night, we can. But otherwise, I'm going to ask for general, like 1 or 2 shift checks per night, and then we'll do another perception check for the day, and we'll keep going. So, unless people want to actually set up for the night and have anything they need to accomplish.
I'm good for the most part, except for I would like to ask Dikuth to identify this not silver, the giant metal rod that I got from the tree.
Sure.
If Dikuth is cool
And
with that.
Dikuth kind of takes it from you, and he looks at it real close. He puts like dead in his freaking eye, looking at it like, and then he plops himself down, takes a cross-legged stance, and puts it in his lap, and he kind of, starts whistling his tune for 10 minutes, and then he learns what he learns.
Why is it always the same tune? Does he not know other tunes?
I mean,
Dikuth
don't
knows
most
lots of
spells
tunes.
need like words or something specific to the spell?
Hmm.
It's just like one of
There
those
you go,
tunes,
Dikuth.
like the song that never ends.
This is for 10 minutes.
You
And
should have
Dikuth stands up, he kind of looks at it, like real close in his eye again, and he kind of puts it back in Jonah's hand. He's like, this will let you shoot lightning bolts at people. Sounds pretty fun.
Like,
Like, just like straight up lightning bolt.
I mean, that's what I'm getting from it. I imagine like it looks a lot cooler than that. Like, I imagine it's really cool. Like, you should give it a try. You can use it, I think, 7 times a day, at most.
That's a lot.
DM, I just realized I forgot to roll yesterday for the wand.
No, you can roll though.
Sorry, you can use it 7 times, and then it gets back charges randomly at the beginning of the day.
Ah, okay. I was like 7 times per day. That's a
That's a
lot.
You're dealing with a guy with a 7 intelligence here.
Hey, counting the 7 is hard.
Cool. Kyle, do I get the info sheet or what it is?
I mean, yeah, I can do it now. I was just giving it to Dickie, so.
Dick.
That's it. That's all I want. That's all I needed to check out. Everyone else seems pretty okay. Yeah. The injured party members are recovering.
Slowly but surely.
Thumbs up.
if we take an hour, I'll take a short rest.
No, we're just. This is like
Good,
going
okay.
through the nights and the days. So
Yeah.
like, we'll have
I
to.
was gonna say at some point I do want to talk to Sif.
Yep. Oh, okay. So yeah, we'll say during the first night, you guys set up shifts. Jelenith does her alarms. You watch as Chamali prowls around a little bit. And you guys are in for another quiet night as you all settle in to go to sleep.
Were you talking, Sif?
Mm.
Oh, it looked like your mouth was moving and I didn't hear anything.
Sorry.
Yeah, I guess like during my watch I would wake Sif up and talk to him.
All right, and you go over to Sif in his kind of sideways separate corner, and when you kind of go to wake him up, he jerks up, and you see the familiar frail form. What is it, Kovash?
I was wrong. He's moved south of the mountains and he's trying to take over here. I'm not going on a rescue mission. I'm delivering a message and I would appreciate your help.
With all due respect, Kovash, you're not the only one who has a message to deliver at this camp.
I assume we're delivering the same bloody message.
You're making a message to Vortigern, I'm sure. Mine is the one he serves.
Oh, by the way, there's a guy here with a bunch of symbols of that guy you keep talking about, Bane. His name is Killed.
And Kovash immediately sees Sif at the mention of the symbols just like everyone else saw in the temple, the like on end look in his eyes, and like as if he was a big hairy man, his hair would be standing up. And he actually kind of reaches out quicker than he's moved in this unarmored form for a moment, and kind of grabs you by the jerkin and pulls you close as you say kiln and says, "And you're sure of this?"
I mean, that's what he told me he was known as. Is it like a prophecy because we're gonna kill him, or what's the deal?
It means I have what I need in order to deliver my message. You'll have my help, Kovash, but his head is mine.
That's fine. I have
Understood?
to remind someone of what he really is.
And then I'll be gray. And Sif kind of coughs a little bit and kind of rubs on his very hurting chest. It would be a grand old time to help you with this, Kovash. Now, as
Go
much
back
as
to
I
sleep.
love, yes, thank
Walks away.
you, and just lays back down and pulls the leather jerkins and such that he uses to cover himself back over himself before kind of curling up and going back to sleep.
Alright. Everybody's head's turned. If nobody else wants to do anything, we'll pass through the night. Can I get 2 perception checks from one of the or 2 different members of the party?
I will do one.
I got a 2. So what else can?
I mean, I can do it. Does anyone else have higher than 3 besides Laney, who is disadvantaged?
Dikuth has a 1. He'll do it.
Go, Kovash. You do it. Gotcha isn't stepping up.
Two of them?
I have a one.
No, that's good.
I'll
That's
do
good.
one.
You guys, during your watches, Jalnith, you don't see anything, but you do hear a large movement of something, like multiple feet are marching off in the distance in unison.
Who else is up? is it just me?
Chamali.
Yeah, but I don't want to leave him alone at the camp. And I don't want to leave the camp alone. You know what? I'll go out 20 feet with Chamali.
Sure. Stealthily?
Towards the sound. Stealthily.
Do me a stealth check. Give me a Chamali stealth check as well. The second one's always better.
But is this his favorite terrain?
Ah, look at that Chamali getting that
Oh,
nat
yeah.
20.
Yes. So technically, you both got natural 20s.
Woo! I
Right?
can add 2 nat 20s.
Nice. You both, and the thing is the more time you spend with Chamali, the more you feel yourself getting better as a hunter. You just understand where to step, where to go, how to hide, and it seems to be working perfectly in unison as you both are weaving in and out, crawling, and going through next to each other. As you come out of this slight clearing, and it's not the large path that had been formed. It is actually off in the distance, and you do see several columns of these dog-headed soldiers marching through the darkened forest. Some of them, with your perception check, you would notice, are not human.
So they have converted to full dog human. Oh no, actual just dogs or dog human hybrid?
There are both.
Okay.
After paying attention, you see several hulking forms and several smaller, quick darting forms that look similar to Chamali, but more dog in shape and form.
About how far out are they?
Approximately 100, 150 feet.
And approximately a estimated number?
Close to 100.
Ooh. Is there, by any chance, a tall humanoid with a stag helmet on?
You
or a
do
stag
not
head on?
see one. This seems to be, if there is a commander of sorts, it is not the one you are familiar with.
Okay. I'll head back towards the camp.
Sure. And you quietly make your way back to camp. Glad that you guys haven't been making fires and keeping relatively quiet. You take a sigh of relief as you find the little enclave you made with the trees and the roots that you were able to crawl under for the rest of the party.
And I'll just stay on alert for the rest of my watch until the next watch
Sure.
happens.
It could be Sif. We can make it Sif there. And if you let him know, so you gently
we'll
wake
relay the
Sif up.
information.
Or Sif or Kovash, whichever one. I'm sorry, I meant Kovash because he rolled the perception check. Barbarian life, too many. And you gently wake up Kovash, and you relay the situation to him as he is now wide awake.
Do not chase this army, please.
I know. But they're gonna be there, if not before us, right after us. We're gonna have to fight them at some point.
Yes. But I rather it would be us as a group versus you alone.
I agree.
Kovash is maturing, everybody, and it's amazing.
So yeah, Kovash, you don't see or hear much of this so-called army, but as you were told, they were marching away from the group, and you do get as you're sitting there watching, looking around, coward now, eh? That's it.
What the fuck?
Many scarred.
It's with great self-control and breathing very slowly, Kovash, that you sit back down, wake up the next member of your party, and try to slowly go back to sleep. The rest of the night passes uneventfully. You all wake up in the morning, refreshed. Beowulf, your second exhaustion point can be gone now, as you are feeling much better. Even though you're traveling at an intense pace, the group is slowed down to keep up with you so that you're not overexerting yourself and just constantly re-exhausting yourself. You are tired, though. This has been an arduous journey. This is not weather you like, and not a good time for the most part. But you all continue on. I would like Jelenith to give me another perception check if she would like, or unless anybody else would like to.
Sif will help out this time, and
Sure.
we'll keep an eye out for any useful herbs or such along the way.
Dikuth will help.
I'm
Sif
laughing
with
at
the
Kovash.
herbs. Can Dikuth help him with the herbs?
Sure. Go ahead and roll for advantage. Alright, you're not entirely sure. These are an entirely new kind of fauna and plant life. You do recognize that there is a moss that grows on a tree that's very similar to the one, some of the moss that grows in the mountains, and you chew on it slightly, and it does like numb your mouth a little bit, reminding you of the familiar like pain number that was back at home. So you gather as much of that as you can immediately into your pouch.
I grab Dickens' pouch and start stuffing more into there.
You
And
get around 10 uses of this moss. And you will actually have to use it to get the full understanding of it, or know someone who understands how it works.
got you.
All right. So, Jelnith, you don't see any signs of that marching army. There's no tracks, there's no movements, there's no patterns. It seems like they just disappeared into the night. But as you travel further, you get the immediate sensation and feeling of uncertainty, fear, and unknown as Chamali's hackles immediately raise as he sends through to you not a noise or a sight, but an immediately retching smell. This smell is something like it's literally like rotted flesh mixed with like moldy undergrowth. And it almost immediately makes you have to retch from just the pure poof amount that hits your face.
I'm gonna hold the group back. Just like, hold on. Something's around here. Can they smell it, or is it just coming through Chamali's senses that I'm? Okay.
As you guys, if you guys were to approach, you would start getting this smell. It's not as strong. It seems that Chamali's senses are way over exaggerated of your own. But there is this rotting flesh, moldy kind of basement smell mixing together.
Okay.
Dikuth and Katra, give me history checks.
Oh God.
I have a feeling that this is something to deter animals from entering their camps.
Katra, it takes you a second. It's been a while.
There's been well,
You-
Oh wow.
Can we get a counter for that?
uh,
It's been a while, shouted. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Wow.
You haven't been back home in a long time.
It's been a while.
But the troll moors are known for one thing in specific. And that is the large amount of trolls that live and have conquered the very swamps and lands around Silvery Moon. The Knights of Silvery Moon are the very men who fight on a daily basis to battle these hordes of trolls back from the swamps they crawl out of. And it's interesting. This is an odd environment. You've not seen any kind of like clue or whatever that there would be trolls here, and you get the sense that Chamali doesn't know what it is from just his immediate fear and not wanting to move. But the smell hits you, and you're immediately reminded, trolls?
There's a troll in the jungle.
I think that's the trolls nearby somewhere, guys.
Trolls?
Troll.
We have those in the north. They don't smell like this though.
Well, the ones that we have smell like this.
They smell worse.
They smell worse,
I
actually.
think because they're like frozen and yeah.
No, it's true. Like the ones from the troll moors, literally in their presence will make people retch and puke from the smell.
God awful.
Sif just kind of looks around to this humid land, and that
It's like
explains
rotting
why
shit.
it's
Rotting shit.
very much a different land. That's for sure.
Well, as you guys continue on, most people know, I would assume. So you guys continue on, pressing through, and eventually, the rest of you who may not have gotten it or sensed it right away, as you delve deeper, are just assaulted by this smell that is constantly raging up into your sinuses and senses. Jonathan, why don't you go ahead and give me another perception check real quick? Shut up, Austin.
Boom, boom, boom.
You see somewhat up ahead that there is a drop off. It seems like that there is a large cliff coming up, and that there is going to be some sort of gap, and you hear rushing water. And you aren't on it, but
Did you just have a sound effect for like moving maps?
did I?
No, I think it's just Austin making noises.
Oh.
I muted myself. Sorry.
Wait, what? Why did
Again.
Kovash's symbol came
What
up?
butt skin cloak?
What about Kovash?
Dude.
The deer butt skin.
That's it.
Kovash's icon came out as the wrong as Elzan's.
Oh,
Oh, have you not relinked the new token?
What new,
R.I.P.
what? I'm still seeing the old map.
I know. Hold on. Every time I drag your character over, Dom, which is supposed to create a new token for you, it creates
Yeah,
an
you have to
Elzan
lock
token.
it to my character sheet for some reason.
Yeah.
yo, remember to not go away an exhaustion point from resting last night.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. So you're down to 1 now?
Yeah, so I'm still at disadvantage on everything, but I'm moving at normal speed.
Only ability checks,
Yep.
Nice.
not attack or
Yes, I know.
side bit. Trolls are the best D&D monster.
Okay. Kyle kept moving us on the map. I'm like, why do we keep ending up on a big map?
Bruh.
This is
Like,
doable.
they don't make it easy to transfer maps. Like if I have a lot of maps, I have to go to one, then scroll down, then move you again, then scroll down further, then move you again. I can't just go from one map to another.
I know.
It's
But I
so
was just like,
stupid.
Kyle's moving us maps. This is a relatively okay sized map. Then the next one, even longer. I'm like, no, why the long maps? This works.
By the long face.
Oh wait, like so you mean like scrolling all the way further down the thing in order to transfer the maps?
Yeah.
I can't remember how, but if it's you can pull the maps and drag them the other way, so that way when you're prepping up, like the days beforehand, you can move them up to the front, and then it's annoying. I'll show you later.
All right.
It's a very beautiful
So
map
you
now.
see this large ravine. Ignore the bottom part of the map. That has like fallen away, and there is no crossing just by going around. It seems like there's a large 40-foot-ish, 45-foot-ish gap where the bridge seems to have tumbled away. And there's a large tree on the other side, and you don't think of anything of it at first until you look and you see nestled in the branches a small building. Jelenith, you get in the back of your mind as Chamali looks. We're almost there.
We're almost there, guys. At least according to what Chamala just told me. So be wary. Be on guard.
I'm sorry, how do you expect us to get across that gap?
You can fly.
I can fly too, but I make a lot of noise.
If we're close, that's a bad idea.
How far is this gap?
Well, then I'm out of
Can
ideas.
Katra, you can't help it. You're like almost gagging at this point. The smell is unbearable.
Guys, that troll is really close wherever it is.
Do we feel like fighting it, or
I
Sif
could
kind
use
of
a
turns-
warm up.
Sif kind of turns and looks and says, if it's caught us, our scent, it'll come after us if we just try to ignore it. So,
that's a pretty big if.
It is a troll. We could just try to push it down the ravine if it accosts us.
don't
Well,
forget
we're
to set
going
it on
to-
fire before you do.
Are we going to jump across the ravine?
I cannot make that jump. I doubt any of it.
I didn't.
Can we make could we make this jump over here between these two platforms?
You could.
How long is that
This
jump?
platform. Ignore this. As here, we're gonna do this.
Why does it do that?
This right here is gone.
Oh, that's rude as fuck.
Like the map continues on. Like there's a slight longer like outline of where these walkways used to be, but pretty much it's the water is filtering in like here. Oh, I gotta go to the point again. Stop drawing shapes. So there is a river like falling off into this cliff, but this one is not here, and this stuff is not here. It just continues on into a long open river.
Could we like cut around it the through the jungle?
You could try. You don't know how long this continues.
And no one is. I mean, I suppose I could like fly a rope over, and then like we could like shimmy across.
Can you make me fly, Katra?
Or me, or Sif, or Bill?
Sure.
Why don't one of us just carry the others across?
Jonathan, it's at this point that as you're listening to the options and the feedback from your party members, that you're wondering about the building in the tree, and that's when you see a large green hulking shape peer out from behind the building, a large rock in its hand as it's getting ready to throw. I would like you all to roll initiative, please.
I still don't see a token for me.
Huh?
I still don't see a token for me.
Yeah, that's because it's Elzan. Give me 2 seconds. I gotta go to the other page, copy, paste, drag it over.
Oh,
'Cause
I mean, I was gonna say I didn't
you're
even see Elzan.
Click,
doesn't matter.
click drag his portrait.
I did.
Not working.
That's
Oh
what
my
created
God.
Elzan's picture.
What?
It's somehow still connected to Elzan, I guess. I don't know.
That is so weird.
Is the initiative page up?
No.
Oh, I must have clicked it out. I apologize.
Kyle, if that helps you feel better, Mr. Fluffer said he also feels your pain
For Roll20?
about the map.
Yes!
Roll20
Oh
map
my
stuff.
goodness, dude. I just gotta get more of them.
Yay.
Wherever you want to put yourself or whatever. What am I doing? There we go.
So I roll at advantage apparently.
I will be right back.
For a ranger, yeah.
Ooh. Let's see how this works.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, you made
Tamales
the initiative shortcut.
No, the Tamales sheet has that.
Oh, dope. Yeah, I made one down. I made a macro down on the bottom. It uses the initiative code from whichever token you're selecting, as long as they're connected to a page.
Well, Jelleneth, upon seeing this, you are able to react slightly faster and are able to take your turn before the rock is even launched.
Oh my God, that poor rock.
Sorry, bathroom.
Thank you for measuring. 115, 120 feet, it looks like.
Thank you so much.
He is slightly behind cover, so
I got chalky milk.
I
what I will do is this.
Okay. I just say everybody take covers in the forest, and then I will take a shot at him. No, I have to move in, right? 120, 200? No. What is longbow range?
Like 150, 600.
Yeah, that sounds accurate.
150, 600.
150, 600. Okay, so I'm in range. Okay.
Got
So
you, Jonathan.
I will take a shot at him
Sure.
at advantage. Yes, at advantage. Because Natural Explorer.
Oh, you're right in your perfect territory? All right, no, never mind. Excuse me. I forget. Just got me.
That did not go well.
Unfortunately, that does not hit. As you see the troll ducking behind as the arrow clatters off the building that he's standing near.
Right, take cover. And I will move myself into the wood lines. Where that is on his map.
It would be off the map, but yeah, literally there's a slight clearing, but there are a few trees you can hide behind. I would just stay at the edge, and I'll keep in mind where you are.
God, is that the rock in his eye, like the blue outline?
No, that's the building representation until I find a decent building to use.
Okay.
Got it.
So that will be me. Chamali's gonna do the same. And actually, how wide is this river here? Oh, never mind. I'm thinking of something crazy. Chamali's gonna follow after me.
Alrighty. So he's going to jump over there with you. He's just gonna use his dodge action. Katra, did your name change?
Guess, but it shouldn't have. I'm going to, at that point, like, look over and firebolt him with my finger guns.
Hey, that's a nice little house.
Do I get advantage?
Why?
No.
Because I asked. I don't know.
You is wait, hold on 1 second. Sorry. Oh, okay. So yes, you do hit as the fire you see ricochets off the building slightly and into him, and and you hear this loud bellow. It sounds like pain, but a lot of it is also a fear-sounding yell as he's like patting this fire out.
Guys. Troll over there across the ravine. Troll over there across the ravine, and I'm gonna like dart off into the forest as well.
Okay. Dikuth.
Wait, where did Jellenith go?
Behind the trees.
Okay. So seeing this troll over there across the ravine, Dikuth is all he's got in his hand is his trusty pan flute at this point, and he's going to grip it tight, and then he's going to play a soft, slow melody. And then at the end, it kind of teeters off into a last screeching note that kind of hurts your ears if you're too close to him. And then he's going to cast Eldritch Blast. Oh.
Oh shit!
Ooh.
Eldritch Blade.
All right.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Cantrips they get empowered based on your total level, yeah?
Yeah.
To be, buddy.
I like
That
the
was not
idea
what
that
I
the
wanted
Eldritch
to.
Blast shoots out of whichever part of the flute he's blowing at the time.
That's freaking great. I love it.
Find
Yes, they do.
why the attack roll is not on my shit.
Gotta put it on your shit.
My bad. Hold on.
Gotta put it on.
Oh, is it? It's
You
in
have
the
to
spell
do. You
card,
do have to
isn't it?
make 2 separate attack rolls, though.
I know. I was trying to do something else. For some reason, Eldritch Blast didn't end up on my sheet like I wanted it to.
Oh, you have to change the output from spell card to attack, and then it will show up on your attack area.
Either way. Hold on. I'll just roll a d20, and then it'll be plus 10.
You gotta roll. Ooh,
Nice.
That's a crit,
that's another crit. That's
Ooh.
6, guys.
and that's a crit fail.
Can't have one without the other, I guess.
Alright.
Love and marriage.
So 1d10 plus 10 damage. For 18 points of force damage, not bad.
And it'll be a kind of a pink and purple crackling light.
Alright. So you all watch as he pulls his pan flute out. And then are you just still playing, or do you extend your hand or anything?
No, it just comes out of the end of the flute.
Okay, yeah. So you all watch as Dikuth begins playing his pan flute, and these glittering, glowing lights slam into the house and into the troll. A large explosion as parts of the house starts falling, and the troll is. He still seems more concerned about the fire that he's like finishing patting out. Anything else on your turn?
And Dikuth will actually turn to Katra, and he'll give him a big toothy grin and a thumbs up for a bardic inspiration.
Gotcha, you get a bardic inspiration.
I feel so inspired.
Are you moving at all?
Yeah, I guess Dikuth will move a little bit closer to Katra.
Oh, gotcha. There we go. All right, Sif.
Over over here, like so over here is like all the forest and such. Does this go up, or is this kind of just an arching around?
This goes. It's like a sheer cliff up.
Sheer cliff up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it seems the water like travels under this cliff as it's like burrowed into the rock and made its way under.
How high up this way?
It goes
Okay,
out
yeah.
of your field of vision because the trees begin blocking your vision, so it's much higher than the trees.
Gotcha. Okay. That confirms that one. Okay, so I will pull out my water skin and as well as my little tiny cup, and I will pour some of the water into the cup before I go and pour it right over the top of my head and my hood, reforming the frosty armor over myself as I cast Armor of Agathis at 2nd level.
Sure.
And I now have 10 temporary hit points. And then I will use... Sorry, 1 sec. There we go. And then I will... start moving south after Jelanath and Jamali.
What is the... Oh, okay. Alright. Kovash. Your allies are ducking into cover. You've seen a few spells fired off and an arrow. Sif seems to take a defensive stance or defensive spell.
Yeah. Kovash is going to spend 40 movement, I believe, to get to here.
Okay.
Oh, the tanks split up, or the tanks stay together. Woohoo!
And then he's just going to take the dodge action, waiting for the rock to come hurling at him.
Sure. Bjolf.
How far away is the troll?
It seems pretty far. Probably a good 120, 115 feet.
Oh, I see. Okay. I would like to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anyone standing next to me?
Not really. All your
Nope,
allies
we
seem to have
can't.
just dipped.
Cool, man. I would like to then cast also guidance on myself and then kind of shimmy on out of the way,
Sure.
if that's all right. Cool. Cool. Right on over here. Okay.
All right.
Did not realize everyone dipped in separate directions.
We did, yeah.
Since I've split the party.
You watch as the large troll, he is beefy and just muscular, literally flexing with every step are these raging, rippling muscles. And what you do notice is that there is this large metallic collar on his neck attached to some chain wrapped back around. And you see him like dragging it forward. And you watch as he just hurls rock and then a second one right after. The first one will be targeting you, Dikuth, and Bjolf. As you watch, this large rock soars through the air at both of you. I would like both of you to give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Cool.
Wait, did you say that he's chained to something?
It seems that way, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's like a tree house by him. I wonder.
Dikuth, you dive out of the way as this rock lands near you and you take no damage.
I get faced.
Bjolf, you literally casting your spell and getting ready for this, you turn and watch as the rock just clips your shoulder and almost takes you off your feet as you take 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, that's fine. It hit my AC?
It wasn't an AC hit. It's a area of effect, so it's a dex saving throw.
Lame. Okay.
And then you watch as he... Oh, and then the second rock will go towards Sif and Kovash.
I have advantage on this.
Actually, yeah, no, just Sif, or just Kovash.
Oh.
He can't quite make it to both of you like that because you're not close enough. So just give me a dexterity saving throw. You do have advantage. And yeah, you are able to just duck under as this rock comes hurling past you. And you watch as he follows the chain back and is like dragging it behind him. And then Jonathan.
Can I make a quick perception check to see how many boaters he's got over there?
Sure. It's kind of hard. He's on a platform that's about 20-30 feet up in the air. And
So he's above us.
yeah, he is up in the tree, like literally up in a tree. So noticing now, you actually notice that there is some sort of platform holding this tree house that is built in and with the tree itself. And you do notice that there is a large bridge that disappears into the jungle brush off into the distance behind him.
Question: does this treehouse look big enough for a troll to go inside of it?
It does not.
So it's definitely a pet. So Petro. We'll make some fuel out of it.
You need to get me some petrol.
Troll oil, that's a thing, right?
It is.
Troll oil.
It actually is.
Essential oil gets rid of headaches.
I was gonna say I
No,
picture troll oil.
they use it for regeneration flasks. The sweat of a troll is extremely valuable.
Yeah.
Well, we gotta make this troll sweat then, guys.
Yeah. We literally initiated an attack that we probably shouldn't have.
Yeah.
He threw a bolt at us first.
That's not true.
That is not true. He was the last on the initiative.
Jelinus shot the first shot. Jelinus shot the first shot.
Jelena shot first, alright, guys?
Yeah, but Katra landed first.
If it's ever up for debate.
DBM would say question mark first hit Katra.
Dungeon boss.
And the first aggro was.
Well, yeah, if it missed, it would be Jelinus, so it would be question mark. But yeah, what are you doing, Jelinus?
I am going to yell across the chasm here and say, is there anyone living in this household right now? We're sorry for attacking. We come in peace?
You do not get a response in the quick few seconds. You hear assume it's from the troll. But other than that,
I'm just gonna take the dodge action.
alrighty.
If that does anything.
Are you moving Chamali?
Chamali can't do much either because Chamali
Chamali's
likes
just gonna
to
like back up and take cover
Yeah.
and stay out of the way.
Chamali, like Kovash, is a completely melee character.
Katra, you've now seen two pretty much boulder-sized rocks hurled from a tree up some distance. What would you like to do?
I'm going to hold my action. My action is going to be firebolt,
Okay.
and I'm going to hold my action for this troll to take an action that I can consider as hostile towards me or my party members, aka like attacking or like attacking. We'll say or if I see he's attacking.
All right. Anything else?
I guess I move deeper into the tree. No,
Oh,
I
shit.
don't. I lied. I stay right there.
Jonah, did you give me a perception check to see the rocks? Or were you not?
I did not.
Trying?
I did not.
Okay. Sorry, Katra. I apologize. I forgot about that, though.
13.
From what you see, he has at least a couple more.
Okay. We can wait out the rocks, I think.
And then you were done, Katra, correct? Dikuth.
Seeing that nobody else or that Jellenith isn't attacking the troll, I'm just gonna go ahead and try to put it to sleep.
Okay.
I'm done with the rocks.
Is it? You're gonna probably have to get within range, though. It is a 90-foot spell.
Oh yeah, you are true.
You are true. You are speaking the true fact times.
Hope that helped.
Oof.
Bad.
2 1s.
Wah,
Add to the
wah.
one counter.
You're not entirely sure if your spell takes effect. You can't entirely see him, but you don't see the troll fall over or go down at all.
Boo.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Cry. No. No, that'll be it.
Break down and weep like
You're
a
out
baby.
in the open now.
Sif.
See, Sif's kind of in a defensive position, looking around, trying to scan where he can get across, cut up this troll, slash it apart, those kinds of things. And suddenly he hears, "Hello, is there anyone there in that house?" Or exactly how you said it properly. Sorry. And looks back, confused, turns back and sees Dikuth out in the open. And instinctively, clunk, 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 and it kind of gets as close to Dikuth as I can, and I'm gonna take the. I'm gonna take the dodge action and kind of like get behind my shield as I kind of see Dikuth doing his spell, and I'm just like, "Are you mad?" That's it. That's me.
Kovash.
Kovash had the same thought Sif did. And is gonna run right there and take the dodge action.
Alrighty. Bjolf, you now watch as your allies, after you get near clipped and decapitated by a rock, all walk out into the open and stand there.
I mean, we're like crouched and like bobbing and weaving. We're not just standing there.
They're standing.
You didn't take the defense act.
It's
Or the
I
true.
did take the dodge action.
You're dodging.
Well, this is a situation, isn't it?
Yep.
Hold on, I'm just seeing if I have anything useful.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Oh no no no. Oh no no no.
Do I know if trolls can speak? Like, do they have a
You
language?
could give me a history check or a nature check if you would like.
Oh my god. Sif knows.
Said history or nature.
Mm-hmm.
Both are equally bad. Okay.
You believe they speak a language. You're not entirely sure what it is.
Oh man, I'm just gonna take the dodge action and wait this out.
All right. The three of you standing in the front notice that as he, as this troll moves forward again, why is this not working? There we go. You watch as the little bit of fiery burning that had happened on its shoulder has slowly started to regrow skin. Kovesh, Dikuth, give me a dex saving throw. Okay.
Big oofs, boys.
You take 9 points of bludgeoning damage as you jump out of the way, but it lands awkwardly on the back of your leg. And Sif, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Feeling dodge action does not help with this.
Yes,
No.
it does. Yes, it does. I just looked it up. It said you also have advantage on.
Probably.
If you can see the attacker, and you make dex saving throws with advantage.
Yep. So yeah, you have advantage.
Oh, okay.
That's why I had it. This isn't a trap.
Yep. So you you actually smash it, most of it out of the air, with your shield, and you watch. By the way, Katra, you can go ahead and make your attack if you'd like. And you watch as he picks up one more rock before turning around back to his post as he maybe gets hit. That will hit. Nice.
Yes. The fire.
You Katra, you aim for the same spot as he's turning around, and you notice that your old burn marks have already started growing over. It seems that not enough damage was done or whatever, and he's already starting to heal back. But then you immediately blast him in the back with more fire as he's walking away, and you just watch him as he just hurries himself back behind the house again, taking cover. Jonathan.
Question:
Oh, yep.
Is this troll technically considered monstrosity, or is it considered a beast, or is it a humanoid?
Neither. None of the three.
Okay. Okay. Because I have favorite enemies against aberrations and monstrosities.
Yeah.
Nope.
So I wasn't quite sure if it was. Alright. Shit, there's no good way over there.
Well, there's one.
Soothe
And
him
I'm
with a
surprised Contra hasn't
contemporary
started
pop
throwing it.
song. That's the chat's suggestion.
Mm-hmm. Or we could do what Contra likes to throw out for willy-nilliness. Fly above and do fire bolts from below, from above.
I will try. I will repeat what I said last time, but in primordial.
Okay.
See if I get any kind of response.
Sif, you hear? No one live here. I hungry.
Okay, kill it.
And you Sif, as he is like, with the shield and the boulder, just kind of, it's a giant. Oh well, they are. Damn it.
Okay. So kill it. I guess.
I said what I could say for that split second.
Oh fuck. He's got so much cover on me. Sure, I'll try to shoot him with a bow.
All right.
The second one is always higher.
Unfortunately, that's not gonna hit. As you watch as he's ducking behind the house, and you now see a second arrow into the wall next to him.
I'm gonna do something interesting. I'm gonna command Chamali to try and climb his way over there through the trees.
All right. You watch as he up into one of the trees and disappears out of your sight.
So feel free to move him as you see fit at this
Sure.
point, Kyle.
Yep. He gets about there, crawling his way through. Anything else you'd like to do?
That's it.
Well, he can
Actually, I will cast.
make his way there.
No, because they haven't been hit yet. So yeah, that's it.
You do see a slight shuffle as he's already about 20 yards ahead of you above the treetop. Katra. You know that you guys are in a bad spot. If you can't start getting more done to him, he's just going to start regenerating. You've heard horror stories of trolls.
On who?
All right.
So,
Ugh.
And I start, and then I fly, because I get how many? 60 feet. I would fly 30 feet. No, I would fly 15 feet up, and then up at an angle, and then the rest of them towards him.
Okay. So you said, give me the amount you fly again at an angle.
So it would be 15 feet at an angle, and then the rest would be towards him.
Okay. So you would get.
So I imagine there would be there should be 10, I would be 10 feet higher than he is, and then
You
however
have to go more than 15. He's like 20 feet off the ground. 25 feet off the ground.
Oh,
Yeah.
so then we'll do 40 feet up, and then the rest 20 towards him.
So I'm gonna say you get. I'm gonna say because of the angle, you can get. Sure. It's still not like the best line of sight. He still does get a little bit of cover if you'd like to go there. He's still ducking behind, Otherwise, I was gonna say you could go here. Ignore the dimensions of the map, because technically you're just flying 40 feet towards the right and up a little bit, or 50 feet towards the right and up a little bit, and then you can get there, and you have more of a line of sight on him. And next turn, maybe get even closer.
Yeah, I mean, the next turn doesn't matter.
Sure.
But yeah, that's
All right, Dikuth.
Katja, did you ever use that first inspiration or no?
Not yet, no.
Okay.
Just
I meant
'cause
to use it on my firebolt, but I forgot about it when I cast it. I'll use it on my next turn.
You hit with your firebolt, so you didn't need to.
Either way, Dikuth is again going to put his trusty pan flute to his lips and playing the similar melody he did before. He is going to unleash another Eldritch Blast.
That will definitely hit. And the second one as well. You want to roll?
Oh yeah. That one though.
That one does not hit, unfortunately. So you watch as the purple-pink light slams into his forearm as the second one skyrockets off into the distance, into the trees.
And with that, Dikuth wanders back a little bit here.
All right. Sif.
Sif is going to Sif is going to step out a bit more forward, and he's going to bash his gauntleted fist against the shield before calling out in Giant. Your home and your land, but this forest is dangerous. Hold your boulders, and we'll just get past. Attack more, and we'll end you.
Alrighty.
Try to keep it as simple as possible.
Sure. Kovash, you're up next. I'm assuming that's the end of your turn.
Yeah, I'll take the dodge action then.
Sure.
If I'm not actually having to do a perception or persuasion or anything.
Kovash is gonna step up as well, and also in Giant, is going to shout, "And if you're hungry, come and get some food," as he pulls out his sword and takes the dodge action.
What are you going to do, Kovash? You can't do anything.
Going to
Alright.
deflect the boulder with his
Beowulf.
sword.
I'm trying to taunt him over.
How close would I have to be to put myself within 60 feet of him?
Like, it would be very hard.
Yeah, clearly. Okay.
I mean,
You'd
You'd have to
you've
literally
seen him.
jump into the ravine.
You have seen him walk out though to throw the rock,
Right.
so it's up to you.
You can
Okay.
hold action for when he's in 60 feet.
Yeah. Then I'm going to move closer, as close as my movement, and I'll do a double dash to get 60
Sure.
feet. Okay, so there. Huh? Oh no, that wasn't the right clicky thing at all. Okay. And then can I bonus action cast spiritual weapon, but try to keep the disc like behind me so that he can't see it? Just like position it behind my body.
Sure.
Cool.
Alright.
That's it.
You just watch him go, "Bleh," and throws another rock at you.
Which one of us?
We'll let the dice decide. Kovash, give me a dexterity saving throw.
There we go.
Oof.
Finally fail one.
13 points of bludgeoning damage. Reduced. You're not raging, so not reduced.
I am not.
So 13 points fully. And yep. He doesn't appear to pick up any more rocks. And you watch as his hand like hammers through side of the building and just collapses one of the walls. As he's now like throwing a tantrum up there, basically. And Jonathan, it's your turn. I didn't miss anything, right? Nobody
Nope.
was holding anything.
Nope.
That's what I thought.
He's on a platform above me. Is there a chance for me to try? I'm gonna try and climb a tree, and see if I can get a more like level.
Sure.
Platformer
Give
check.
me an athletics check. Alrighty.
And I'm okay if that takes my whole turn.
Yeah, that's gonna take your whole turn to get to an equal level with him and be able to see him at the same time. And then
Bonus action, I will cast Healing Spirit.
alrighty. And where are you placing it?
Right there, and it's gonna go heal some folks real quick.
Alrighty.
So both Beof, you're gonna get 2 points of healing.
Yeah.
And then Kovash is
One.
gonna get 3 points of healing.
Yeah.
I think you can.
So that's 2 uses.
Yeah, you can use it on yourself. Alrighty, you just know Chamali is making his way further. Katra, you are now, whoa. You're now above, and nearing, or nearing to be, like, a good line of visual. Where would you like to go?
I'm gonna go 30 feet up and 30 feet over towards him.
Okay. We're just gonna say, yeah, that. Alright.
And those of you that can see Katra, you guys see him kind of put his hands together so that like the tips of his pinkies and the tips of his thumbs are together, and in a very Mewtwo way, you see like a small purplish black. You see a small purplish black orb, and then it flies over to and it explodes in a giant orb of purplish blackish fire.
You all watch as the house is obliterated and thrown everywhere. Wood is just chucked and on fire with shadowy flames. You watch as the tree rocks in the in its place as the troll is just. You watch as most of his skin is just burned away and one of his eyes is gone as he. Just coming, barely standing after that large explosion.
That'll be my turn.
Alrighty then. Dikuth. Give me a second.
Absolutely.
1 second, please. Sorry.
Fireball.
If only.
Ignore the little extra line at the top. That's basically the platform he's standing on now. He's give you a better representation as the house is basically blown away. Dikuth?
Okay, and with that, seeing that Dikuth shuffles forward again, and then with the same melody he's been playing all night here, Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
Blast.
The
Both of those have +2s actually.
Yep, they both hit. Okay. All right. You just see chunks of this troll flying away from the force of the explosions of these blasts. You watch as he's barely holding himself up. Like I said, one of his eyes is basically burned out of his socket and gone, and he seems to have a club in his hand now, though. Anything else, Dikuth?
Dikuth is going to, with the look of joy on his face, look over to... Oh, never mind. Jelenith is really high up in a tree. Never mind.
Sif.
How high above me is Katra?
At this point, he's like close into 80 feet.
Oh yeah, I definitely can't throw a rope up there. Catch. All right. How far down is this ravine again? Is it like 120?
I did not say you do not see.
Okay, never mind. Can I see Jelenith and can I see Jelenith motion, rumbling through the trees at all?
No.
Okay. Then Sif is just gonna hold.
Unless you would like to try and like actively look for her.
I will assume that she's moving to route, so I will just take the dodge action and. What? Are you out of your rocks? Can you not fight with your hands? In giant.
Kovash.
Keep his attention. I can't do shit.
Kovash is gonna not do anything, but he is gonna grip his sword and ready his action to attack if the troll jumps over the chasm.
Bjorf.
If that troll jumps over the chasm, you guys are fucked because he's gonna land right on you guys. And
Nah.
maybe
Have the
break that
dodge
ledge.
action.
And maybe break that ledge.
So
That would be worse if he catches Katya.
if I go to the end of this thing right here, this thing.
Yes.
If I stand like right here and kind of lean my hand over, can I do the blood puppet thing?
I don't remember what that does off the top of my head.
I will show you.
Were you in distance? I think so. Yeah, you can do that.
Yes. Okay. I know it's a con save, so it's a long shot, but
Yeah, he rolled really well.
yeah. Fuck.
Non-nat 20.
Yeah. Okay. No. Then I will try to slowly. I guess it only moves 20 feet at a time, but I would like to move my spiritual weapon 20 feet closer to the troll.
Sure.
All right.
It's now hovering over the chasm.
Excellent. Good. Doing a spin,
Yeah. Alrighty.
Come on, troll. Hit me with your best rock. Yeah, hit me with your best rock. Throw it away.
Hit me with your best rock. Why don't you hit me with your best rock? Why?
You watch as, in a fit of rage, the troll breaks the chain with the club he has now picked up and pulls it out of the wall and starts running. And you watch as he leaps across the ledge. And this troll gets height. Like, he arcs up over and lands behind you, Bjolf. And he comes down with a large smash into Kovash.
Do I get my attack?
Yeah. 26 to hit you, Kovash.
That definitely hits.
I just
Wait,
see
didn't you
both.
get dodge action?
What's
No,
that?
I did. I took the dodge action. He held his attack action.
Oh. Nat 20.
Oh!
If only you were raging.
Nah, I'm not gonna waste one right here.
Kovash, you take 15 points of bludgeoning damage as you get clobbered in the side of the head as the same thing happens on the other end with your sword, connecting with the neck of the troll at the same time. And you both go, ugh!
Yeah, his was 24. $12 plus I rolled a 6 plus it has a modifier of 6.
Alright, you watch as your sword nearly goes through his entire neck and stops. And he's like raising his club to hit you again. That's not gonna hit at all. So, Jellenith.
Hey. Do I not get to go?
You went
No,
before?
never mind.
Yeah, you went before me.
Well, was not expecting that.
He rolled a nat 20 on the leap.
Oh!
How does the platform look? Does it look like it's gonna
Oh,
break
there you
anytime
go.
soon?
That's my first nat 20, by the way, if you'd like to add that from the
Yay!
Um,
Oh, nat 20 count.
give me a perception check, Jellenith.
Oh no. Why?
Why?
Well, you've definitely noticed rocks crumbling when he landed, and you see it slowly shaking.
Oh.
Everybody off that platform now! And then
Yes, Mom.
I'm just gonna take a shot at him.
All right.
Shot misses, hit the perfect rock. The platform falls. Jellenith killed her teammates.
That'll
Wait,
hit, Jellenith.
Yeah, I got a shot in. We're gonna throw a charge at him too. So 7 points of piercing plus points of lightning. So that's 9
As you
points.
all hear a loud clap of lightning, how would you like to do this?
Yes!
Seriously? That's
Yeah.
it? Oh man.
No.
It took a lot of damage.
He did.
We'll say that as Kovash brings his sword back out, the arrow lodges right into that little slice that Kovash put into him,
Sure.
and it just lodges in there.
And you watch as the troll falls. I need Sif, Kovash, and Bjolf to all give me dexterity saving throws.
Please do not fall off.
I'm sorry, Bjolf. I am not in range to give you the bonus.
Yeah, I can't grab you. Oh, I forgot about the bonus. Yeah, that's a 23.
Alright. Kovash, you tackle Dikuth off the ledge as you feel the very rocks giving out from beneath you. And you both land safely and roll. Sif, you have to like stumble off and back as it's literally going. Bjolf, you feel the very rocks just fall beneath you.
Can I throw my...
Hold on, and in the heat of the moment, you're able to quickly catch a root that's on the side of the mountain and are hanging off the ledge as you feel the troll body hit you and fall off, and you almost feel like you're almost get brought with the troll, and you're now hanging there.
Can I try to pull myself up?
You can go ahead and give me a strength check or an athletics check.
Catcher should assist since Catcher's flying.
I'm 80 feet in the air.
You can fly, what, 60?
It's not, you're not able to grab onto the next part, and in fact you feel the root starting to give, and you fall probably 10 feet more as the root...
It'll help.
What are the rest of you doing?
Sif throws down the rope that he had just been working with and
Sure.
was trying to use before.
Sure.
Catra?
Goes and grabs the rope ready to help pull the old up.
Beowulf, as you say that, you get literally hit in the face with a rope immediately afterwards. And yeah, working together with the two barbarians and being pretty decently strong yourself, you make your way back up the side of the cliff and out of danger. You are all breathing, adrenaline filled, as Katra slowly floats back down to the ground. No?
So Katra would fly straight down past Bjolf, like as they're pulling him up, and follow after the troll body.
It's gonna take you a minute. It falls for quite a while. Before you hear.
Can I see it falling?
Yeah, you have vision on it. You have your unnatural vision.
Can I firebolt it so that it catches
Sure.
it catches fire?
Sure, you firebolt it as it's falling, and you watch as it almost completely engulfs in fire before hitting the river.
I would before it hits the river, I would also control flames and make it as big as possible.
Yeah, it goes, but it does eventually get extinguished by the water as you see this half-shapen lump just float past.
Yeah, I don't know. Catcher's just trying to make sure it doesn't regenerate.
Oh, I get it.
And then I would fly back up and land quietly.
So as you're all breathing heavily, Katra lands quietly. Chumali jumps out of the tree without a sound. You see him kind of like flick his ears in annoyance that he like made it 3/4 of the way. Then the dude jumped and had to come back. And
I didn't know Jamali. I didn't think he would jump. Look like he was chained. I mean, I'm
When-
sitting in a tree for God's sake.
When Katra comes back, Sif's gonna look over and ask, "How much longer do you have?"
Should
like
talk.
8
Muted.
minutes, like 8 minutes probably. It's a 10-minute duration.
Sif
Yeah.
wouldn't know.
Probably like an 8-minute left after the flight after the troll.
Well, Sif with his 70 feet of rope kind of looks over at Katra and says, "If you fly me or Kovash over to the other side, we can get across using the rope. We can hold it steady while we get one person across each. Or you can just fly us."
I mean, Chamali has found a way over there through the trees. That helps.
I'll probably more than likely climb that route if... for sure.
Chumali says to you, there were a few jumps.
I don't know if I trust Katra to carry most of us across this.
That's why I suggested getting me or you across, and we just hold the rope.
Ow. I can push, pull, or drag 150 pounds, thank you.
And
I'm like twice that.
All right.
So that seems like a you problem.
Or if there's something on the other side that you could tie the rope to, that would work
I'm
too. But
sure
I only
there's-
have 70 feet of rope, and that's.
Well, there was a house, but not anymore.
Well,
You
there was a
see-
tree that the house
you
was in.
see as dark flames are still burning the platform and the tree.
And Sif just kind of says, that might have been a nice place to rest for the night.
Sorry, it
But-
was by a troll.
And Sif also kind of just looks over and says, "Yes, and that smell is atrocious. So I don't think I would have. I don't think I would have fallen asleep either."
So you just hear a loud.
I grab the rope and fly over and see if there's anything I can like tie it to.
You watch as you get over there and you see Dikuth already landing, just kind of looking at the tree and exploring, pulling his whistle out and putting it away.
Any princess bodies in there.
Yeah, you can definitely tie it around the tree, but you have to put out your own fire.
I do. I control flames and depth.
And you finally put out the fire that was burning the tree. And the platform you're standing on, which, as you see, is not the most stable anymore either from the recent fiery explosions that happened. But it seems that, yeah, you could easily get your party members across by tying it off here.
I'm gonna travel with Chamali through the trees, seeing as Chamali cannot travel across a rope.
Sure. So you guys take the next hour, basically, because he shows you, when he said that, he does tell you that there were a few jumps, and so the jumps aren't something that you could make, being not quadruped, but a biped. Just the angle doesn't fit right, so you have to go even further around, and it takes you a long time. But eventually, you and Shamali both end up on the other side after out of the ground. And easy enough, you guys make your way across. I'm not going to make you roll, like there's strong people, and now you've tied it off, and people with magic that have
They're
flight
not a
spells.
wizard.
They're not a wizard that doesn't have fly either, though, or feather fall.
Kovash, heal 5 points.
Yeah, if you want to use your healing spirit before they all go over there or whatever. But as you guys take a step onto the platform, and Jonathan, you do find there is like a tree ladder built into the tree that you can easily climb up. Actually, it makes it easier for Chamali as well, who follows suit. And in a few moments, you're all gathered on this platform. And you look off behind where the troll was, and you do see this long bridge just kind of going off into the jungle overgrowth and off into the now like setting sun or setting night or setting day. I can talk. We got this. Into the setting day, as the sun has now fallen pretty far near the end of your travels. And as you all look on to see why there's a tree house, and if there's more tree houses connected to this bridge, that's what we're gonna call it for today. And
I wanna look for 3 goats real quick.
3 goats.
Yeah, because it's a troll by a bridge.
Oh my!
You like my take on a troll by a bridge?
What is your favorite color?
A troll without a bridge.
What is the average speed of a? I can't remember which swallow. Damn it!
Unladen.
Unladen swallow.
yeah.
Then you ask for the
Unladen
2
swallow. Thank you.
seconds.
An unladen African swallow. Thank you.
2 seconds.
Wasn't it actually like the actual winter jacket? No. Never
I
mind.
want you to know, if that battle went on any farther, I was about to become a dragon.
Do you have polymorph?
And well,
You
minus
all,
this.
you all can take 420 experience. Hey.
Yeah, we can.
420 praise it.
No, I still have that potion of fire breathing.
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought you meant literally turn into a
Well,
dragon.
thanks everybody. Thanks everybody for joining us. I had a really fun day today. It was an interesting session. I'm glad the party has come back together and not split 3 ways like they said they were planning today.
Well, we were split 3 ways for a
So,
second.
well, yeah, whatever.
Kevin.
Murder homo mission.
But yeah, tomorrow.
Just for me and you.
Tune in. Oh, I mean, I try to withhold my Monty Python references. I'll let them loose now. If we're about that. But yeah, tune in tomorrow for Donnie and some more Diablo 2 hardcore style, I believe, right?
No, I've
normal?
not been doing hardcore.
Oh,
I
he's
made a
lame-o.
druid and got rushed last time, so we're gonna do some bail runs.
That's why you're not
and
doing
level.
hardcore, because you're a druid. Druids can't do hardcore.
So I'm lazy and wanted to get rushed.
And then the rest of the week we have more stuff planned. I believe, or am hoping, that we have more Jackbox next Saturday.
I
Yes,
hope so.
I would like to participate this time.
Jackbox is amazing.
Jackbox. I think I was planning to do Armello.
Oh,
but
yes.
But if we get more than 4 people who can join in, we'll definitely do a Jackbox.
All right,
instead.
well, we
Dude,
got a
yeah.
bunch of stuff planned for the week. Tune in. There's a bunch of different games on different days. There's a big thing happening in WoW, so we got a bunch of stuff coming at you all over. Tune in. We love you all very much.
Wait. What about our most excited our tabletop?
Next week, right?
Next week.
Next
Next
Sunday.
next
for a special
Sunday.
surprise.
After Dikuth's Band of Merry Men, we will be introducing our second role-playing game to new Platinum content. It's been asked about by a couple of people, actually, and we're really excited to get it going because it should be really freaking awesome. And I'm really excited to play my character.
Same.
Oh, you guys are about to hate it. I made so many Andrew character connections in the last week.
Yay.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
All right. Well, thanks again for joining us, everybody. We all hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. Stay safe, and much love to y'all. Have a good night.
Booga booga.
I better not find a strawberry.